Welcome everyone to Jacksonville, Florida, a lovely city nestled up nicely to the ocean with the river running through it. We've had some rough weather out here today, but we're not stressing about it because we are inside the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena for the first stop of our 2022 Street League Skateboarding Championship Tour. I'm your host, Andrew Cannon, joined by Jeff Rowley. Jeff, how are you feeling right now as we head into this men's competition?
I mean, I'm fired up. How could I not be? We're back in the arena. What an incredible course we have here today. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this course. This course is set up, no joke, for Shane O'Neill. Like, it has lots of tech combo options for the line section, which mean a lot in this particular format that we have. That'll do good for Shane. And then good rails for some of his unique tricks that nobody else can do. Some of those really technical tricks that people struggle to follow up with. The most technical progressive skateboarder in the world is hard to beat when he's on point and wants to win.
Couldn't agree with you more. Now, another skater we got to talk about, new to the tour this year, Braden Hoban. Now, Braden took the SLS Resurrection when we resurrected Hubba Hideout. This guy has so many technical tricks, and his consistency is unreal. So if he can keep it together being a rookie out there and not get too nervous, he is someone to beat. Now, this right here is the Smirnoff Road to the Super Crown. We've got 3 stops before the Super Crown: Jacksonville, Florida, Seattle, Washington, and Las Vegas, Nevada. After that 3rd stop, we are taking the top 4 skaters with cumulative points, and they are going to qualify right in to the Super Crown World Championship. Then all the other skaters are going to join us down there to battle it out for those other 4 spots in the finals. We're going to find out how it breaks down with the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. We've got the line section, 2 45-second line attempts anywhere on the course. Then we've got single tricks. So we've got 4 single trick attempts. It's going to take your top line score and your top 2 single trick scores that go all together, and that's what counts. From there, it's all about our top 8 skaters. They are going on to the finals. That's the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. Let's meet our Heat 1 skaters. We've got 28 years old from British Columbia, Matt Berger.
And next up, we have Mickey Papa. Mickey also from Vancouver, hometown, Vancouver, BC, age 31 years old.
A nice return here for Tori Pudwell, 32 years old from Simi Valley, California. Stoked to see what he brings to the course.
And then we have one of the new guys, a new guy today, turning up the heat the last event, Sora Shirai, 20 years old from Japan. Absolute annihilator on the rails.
And last but not least, Felipe Mota, coming all the way from Brazil, 15 years old. This is going to be a rad first heat. I cannot wait to see what Sora brings to this. We saw him qualify in at the Primitive Park. It's going to be amazing. Now we're going to take it down to the 3rd member of our team, Alex White. What's clacking, Alex?
Hey guys, the skaters are feeding off of this arena energy. It's palpable in the air, and one skater in particular that always feeds off the energy is none other than Nyjah Huston, the most winning Street League skater of all time. I'm on the lookout for Nyjah. He just came off a big win in Rome where he just dominated the field, so about to be a heated prelim. I can't wait to see who makes it over to finals day tomorrow.
Thank you, Alex. I agree. I'm also very excited to see what Nyjah Huston brings to the course. But we're not going to be seeing him until heat number 4. For now, we're going to kick things off in the line section with Matt Berger. Ooh, that is a spicy way to kick it off.
Starting it off, flipping his board to 50-50. Backside hurricane, frontside hurricane, sorry, gets away from him. Nice 360 kickflip. Starting off a little bit shaky after that first gnarly kickflip grind. Nice kickflip board slide.
He was going slow right there. That is a testament to the amount of wax on this course.
Nice nollie frontside board slide. Kick flip, back flip, fakie.
That was sick.
Solid 1-2 combo. Nollie heel flip. Crooked grind, that's probably going to be time there from Matt. Not bad, not bad. Big spin front forward bail.
That was a pretty solid line. I mean, we had the fall on the frontside hurricane, but everything else was pretty good.
Yeah, clean 360 flip. It's always hard when you miss that like second trick, kickflip frontside board slide. Other than that, he ended the line good, started it good. There's that nollie frontside board slide into a nice combination after that.
I'm excited to see where the judges go score-wise. I'm anticipating a lot of runs where everyone lands all of it. So that's a 5. That seems fair. Flip, he had some good flip-in tricks. Middle of the pack, though. Fell on a trick. All right, Mickey Papa in.
Oh, nice kickflip 50-50. Kickflip frontside board slide.
Mickey has such a fast flick.
And this is one of his strengths when he's skating good. I mean, he fall off right there, but prior to that, when he's on fire like that, he's a great contest skater. Really good in lines, gets a lot of technical flip tricks in. But difficult time to make that bail. Kickflip 50-50.
Oh, did you see that front foot?
I think his board banged against the hubber on the way up as well while it was flicking around, which was pretty sick.
That's nerves.
.360 flip and probably not going to get that in. That's probably going to be it for Mickey.
That's time.
Again, just a little shaky. You miss a trick in the middle of your lines when you're just getting the ball rolling. Puts a little bit of pressure on you. There's that kick flip to 50-50. Barely got that front truck on.
That wheel was on.
Into that nice kickflip frontside board slide combination. Both of those tricks were done so fast as well, so quick to each other. And then there's that kickflip 50-50. What's going on with his front foot?
That right there was the intersection of like nervousness and determination, where it all works out, even though maybe if this were just, you know, practice, he would have bailed that. All right, 3.7 right there for Mickey Papa on run number 1. He can clean that up on the next one. Next skater in, Tori Pudwell. Look at that. Second twice. Best SLS finish. He's never taken one home.
But he has been ripping it in the streets. Just put out an incredible video part, just recovering from an injury. You wouldn't know if you watched the video part. It's next level. Nice kickflip. Tori, a seasoned SLS pro. Nice switch 180. To 50. Just waking her back up, Tori. Just waking her back up.
10 seconds left for Tori. Oh. Tori just falls so crazy.
That's got to feel good, though. You know, he's been injured, coming off a pretty bad injury, getting his flow and confidence and rhythm back. Put out a banging video part. Nice switch 180 to 50-50. Not the level of the tricks that we know he can do in the lines, but shaking off the cobwebs nevertheless. Good to see Tori out there and skating. Big fan favorite at every SLS event.
2 even. All right, I'm really excited to see what Sora Shirai brings to this course. He qualified in at the Primitive Park.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Sugarcane. I feel like with him, if he puts together a good line right now, he's going to be very difficult to beat on the single tricks because of how gnarly those single tricks are that he does that nobody else can do. So this is a big deal for him. If he can put a really good line together, which it's looking like he's doing, that's going to put him in a very strong position going into the finals.
Oh, he's ripping. I mean, starting it off with a sugarcane on that bump to rail is slightly horrifying.
Nice frontside big spin.
Coming in fakie. Oh, look at that! Oh,
now that's how you do it. You start with a banger and you end with a banger. And then you throw the tech in the middle. That is the tech and the gnar right there.
Okay, all right. Visible replay, starting it off with that sugarcane. Look at him getting that truck all the way on, sliding backwards.
There's that 360 flip combo coming into...
That was like the easiest thing in his whole...
And then here's that final... Look at the wind-up on that final caballerial into backside lip slide. And then look how he controls the fakie. His board goes completely straight. Complete control over his head right there in the head placement. Exceptional line section for Sora.
7.9. All right. That is...
I hate to see what an 8.9 looks like.
I feel like that's a symptom of being in the first heat and having to sort of put that score in there. All right, Felipe Mota in. Oh.
Nice hurricane.
Oh, man, the front blunt getting away from him.
Stomped kickflip. This kid's a phenomenon, man. It's great to see him out here skating.
He's got great style, a really good trick selection, like that heel flip front board. Oh!
A Smithy lifty or something. Smith grind that went to lip slide. Clean caballerial, named after professional skateboarder Steve Caballero.
And that is time right there. Jeez.
Well, that one fall's going to hurt him right at the start, but you can tell that he knows how to put together the right kind of line to get a high score. There's that tightly flipped heel flip frontside board slide into that nice comboed backside Smith.
Look at that. He got into backside Smith. So Malto was talking about this a little earlier during the women's event, and those fatter rails are hard to lock into.
It's true, they slip out a lot more often, making it more difficult to be consistent no matter how good you are.
3.8, that's a tough score right there. He's going to need to put it all down in the next one. All right, Matt Berger kicked it off with a 5 even. I love that start to the line. Oh, he tried to switch it up too. Looked like he went for a front feeble instead. Oh.
Just losing his rhythm and flow on where he's going there, Matt. Easy to do on this line, especially in a course like this. Look at how many obstacles you can see right there. These guys are dealing with that every single time they roll away and they go and fake it. They have to look over their shoulder and make sure they're not going to ride into something. So there is a level of a little bit more adjustment, like the real streets on this course, which I like.
Yeah. All right, that one's going to be a throwaway for Berger. He's going to keep that 5 even, but that's going to be very difficult. I mean, it is going to be essential to get a high line score if you want to get into that top 8. We've got 5 heats of amazing skaters. Next up, Mickey Papa, right now down in 4th place with a 3.7.
No problem with that kickflip 50-50, kickflip frontside board slide. Looking like an improvement.
There we go.
Looking like a nice improvement from that first line so far. Really putting it together, nice nose grind. Kickflip 5-0, steps it up. And then big spin board slide through the king.
That was very cool. That was a nice touch. 10 seconds.
Right, just keep this easy. Keep it, don't go too heavy. Kickflip, backlip.
Oh, nicely done right there for Mickey Papa. I love that little salad 180 as well.
That was more than solid. That was really, really rad.
Talk us through it here, Jeff.
There's a kickflip to 50-50. There's a slight gap out, and it's a shorter rail, which makes it harder to be consistent on. You have to really get the right speed. Same with this one. Coming into the second part of the rail, if you're going too quick, you almost clear the whole thing. He knows exactly what he's doing on that one. Full control. And there's that nollie heel flip as a setup. Into that nice, clean nose grind. Lots of quick technical combinations. This is the best one of them right here. Kickflip backside 5-0. Into the big spin board slide, and then comes out through the kink.
7 even right there. Okay. So now Sora, they're judging it based off of where Sora's at.
That's good for Mickey, though. Takes a lot of the pressure off him. Like I said, if he's good in the line sections, he usually does pretty well.
Tori Pudwell coming in for run number 2.
Nice switch crooked grind, switch flip, gets away from him. Not quite getting the flick on that nollie kick flip neither. Tori just trying to get that speed back after that injury. Can see he's skating good, but maybe needs a little more time to build up the power. Nice nollie kickflip.
When we were at the primitive part for the qualifiers, Tori had not even skated. So it's awesome that in that time frame, he's gotten himself to a place where he's like, yeah, I'll hop in there. Let's do this.
Yeah, skateboarding is so physical. All these guys out here today are constantly dealing with injuries. 1.3. I mean, it's a score. It's a score.
All right. Sora Shirai, current leader, 7.9. I'm excited to see where he takes it now. Oh, he twinkle-toed it.
He was lucky to stay on that one. Looked a little bit shaky. 360 flip. Backside Smith.
Oh, I was wondering where the step up was going to be.
Nice switch tail slide.
I'm just feeling like he's going to take that last trick, and it's going to be cab back tail.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to stand a chance of getting a better score than the last one, he's got to do the gnarliest rail trick that he pretty much has in his bag right now.
Oh, he was going to back lip, but it almost looked like he was going to try to spin out of it or something like that.
Yeah, it did. It also could have been the angle. You have to really carve in. There's that sugar cane you can see. You have to really carve into that obstacle to get the good line.
This is wild. So much body turning and then balance.
Crazy as a setup for that switch tail slide. Sora showing that he's got very fast feet. There's that frontside big spin. Not the same level as that first line, but man, you could see that he still has a lot to show us, right?
I mean, getting a 7, if he would have gotten the cab back lip, we would have seen a higher score just based off that 180 fakie 5. Next skater in. And last for the line section in Heat 1, Felipe Mota.
Nice hurricane.
Oh, the front blunt getting him again.
A trick for him that you just see him warming up, doing all day long, and then that's what he bails twice. The easiest trick pretty much in his run, in his line section. But that's the way it goes, man.
I love the heel flip front board.
got such a unique heel flip in the way that he flicks it. Kind of like just kicks his foot straight out. Like very, very fast movement on the heel flip caballerial.
Yeah, it's like a kick flip. Will he get another one? No.
So most of it was there, just kind of that frontside blunt slide really got him. Is that heel flip frontside board slide, beautiful flick. Giving him just the right speed to hit the second rail with a nice overly dipped backside Smith.
That was very dipped. Scores in 4.0, so it's going to be a little bit of an improvement, but that 0.2 could be the difference between 9th and 8th place. You never know. So that right there is the line section for heat number 1. Right now, Sora Shirai in the top spot. Not surprising after watching him qualify in, and I cannot wait to see the singles he brings to this course. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Ashoc, a modern performance energy drink created for today's active generation. By Visible Mobile, single line, unlimited wireless, powered by Verizon. By Cariuma, ethics meet performance. By Tech Deck, start small, go big. And by Skater XL, the most precise board control ever in a skateboarding game. Available now on PC and consoles. Download the True Skate for free today, only on the App Store and Google Play. All right. I like that. It's free.
Not bad.
Get your phone out, Jeff. Get after it.
I'm on it. I'm on it right now.
I already got it.
It's a nice view of the course from there. You can see all the different options that there is.
I like the color scheme this time a lot. I think it's a very aesthetically pleasing course, and I like all the fake grass and bushes out there.
Got a great skate crowd here again today. We've had some of the biggest shows we've ever had in Jacksonville. It's been incredible. Thank you to all the local skaters and people that showed up to watch today.
This is our schedule. We are currently in Jacksonville, Florida. But August 13th and 14th, we are going to Seattle, Washington. September 8th and 9th, Las Vegas, Nevada. And then November 5th to 6th, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. All right, Berger is in. Oh, kicking it off with a kickflip back tail to fakie down the big rail.
That's a heavy one down the round rail.
Yeah, that's a way to start things off.
It's that nice slow-mo, clean kickflip, rips it out fakie. That's a trick that Matt is one of the best at.
Yes.
Phenomenal kickflip back tail. Beautifully done. Coming out the fakie. Nice little bit of style, flow.
6'5", I'm guessing.
Let's see what the judges think.
7.0 for him. All right. Next up, Mickey Papa.
Mickey's sitting in a pretty good spot.
Whoa!
Now there's a gap to that as well, which people watching might not be able to see. There's an actual gap to that rail. So for certain tricks, the gap helps you. The flip tricks over, I don't think they do. That's harder than it looks right there. That's a short, tall rail, short gap, perfect varial heel flip to backside 50-50.
That is an awkward trick.
That's an awkward trick in itself. To do it with a gap in front of the rail to where you have to really aim it well, the judges will hopefully note that. That's an awkward trick.
Mickey did that great. 7.2. Okay.
Mickey Papa sitting in a pretty good spot.
Next up, Tori Pudwell. Coming in switch. Whoa! Switch flip crooked grind would be sick.
If anybody's out there watching hasn't seen Tori's latest video pod, Bigger Bang, you need to go watch it.
Sora Shirai coming in for his first attempt. I'm very excited to see where he takes it.
Caballerial lip fakie. Now, did he want to spin out of that?
I don't know. That was interesting.
It could just be the awkward angle that he has to go.
Oh,
to tail.
That
I
is
thought that
to
was to
tail.
lip. Caballerial to backside tail slide fakie. That is gnarly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Man, from our angle, it was hard to see that.
Yeah, that's going to get a really good score. That's a heavy trick.
Look at that. He's already got a 7.9. He needs a 6.4 to get into first. That's going to do it. 7.5. Soren into the top spot with a 15.4. Doesn't look super stoked about that score.
Does not look happy at that score.
Next in, Felipe Mota. Oh. Wait a second.
Yep.
Did he just do that to Hurricane?
Yeah, that was Hurricane. Intentional. That's messed up.
No way. We got to see a replay of that.
There's room for error on that. And the level of even if you ever learned this trick, the level of consistency you'd make getting that first go.
God.
That was incredible. That was straight. That was one of my favorite tricks I've seen in Street League in a very long time. That is next level street skating right there.
That was absolutely mind-blowing. 7.8.
What? The judges? What's wrong with you guys, man? That was a straight-up 9.
Yeah, that feels...
I'm happy to call that one. Judges messed up on that one if you're watching. That was absolutely
I would
gnarly.
have easily put that as a 9. Man, that's wild. Okay, Berger.
Going for that big spin front blunt slide.
All right, Mickey Papa coming in for attempt 2. Whoa! Dude, did you see his body? That looked like everything about that was so confusing looking.
Laser flip the back lip.
Wow. All right, Tori Pudwell coming in for attempt 2. I would love to see him make that. I think Jacksonville would love to see him make that. All right, let's see where Sora takes it.
Oh, wow, he's just gone straight into the really difficult rail tricks. Puts a little bit of heat on him.
Yeah, I mean, was that going to be basically the backside 180 and then getting into...
Fakey 5-0 maybe?
Yeah, or like switch front crook, fakey front crook, however you want to say it.
Going for the kickflip frontside blunt slide. Looks a little bit perturbed.
Oh, I can't even fathom how that would feel. Pulling something I don't think we've ever seen that here. Berger back in, attempt number 3.
That needs this big spin front blunt. Yes! That was radical. Big spin to frontside blunt slide fakie. Now, also, Matt has to, the way that you have to carve in from that angle there, it may look like it's straight. That's difficult. You're also going over the bar, so you're doing a big spin over the bar before you land in frontside blunt and the grass gap. That was a level of tech in the gnar right there. That was heavy.
Oh, look at that. So stoked to land in that grass and just be like, yes. All right, 7.6. Man, you are really going to have to go hard to get up into the 8s at this point. Mickey Papa.
Oh, and it did happen.
That is...
did he try that thinking, that's a 1 in 5 trick for me, I'm in a great position, I'll go for it. Either way.
That is super wild looking. Just the way he did that in his body. Take a look at this.
Laser heel flip, backside lip slide. So 360 or 270 heel flip into backside lip slide. Almost loses it, and then not at all. I got this, guys.
Oh.
And gals.
8.4. All right.
Very happy.
All right, Tori coming in for attempt 3. No go. Sora Shirai needs to get another score on the board. He needs a 7.3 to get himself up into first place.
And it was, as you said.
So nuts.
That was to front, front right, switch front crook.
Yeah. That is so...
The motion on it, look
precision.
at it. Back 780 over the rail before he even locks down. What an absolutely difficult way to move your body, let alone control the board underneath you.
Sora is bringing new 9.2. There we go. All right. Wow. Okay, so Sora now in the top spot. Let's have another look at this.
There's that over-rotated back 780 to switch frontside crook fakie over the grass gap, over the bar. The guy's a maniac. Yeah, that was gnarly.
Okay. Felipe Mota needs a 7.9 to get into third.
It just looks like he's kind of thrown off a little bit.
Berger right now in third place with a 19.6.
He could really do with upping it as much as he can.
Got to drop that 7. Oh, man.
Well, he's not holding back. Big spinning out of that.
Nah, the Matt Berger special right there. We'll see where that puts him, if he's able to crack into the top 8 or not. Mickey Papa right now, 22.6. Low score is a 7.2. Oh, that was so sick.
Oh, Mickey Papa is on fire.
Wow.
Mickey Papa is feeling it.
That was so good. Nollie heel front board. it looked effortless as well. Take a look at this.
Oh, it doesn't get much cleaner than that. Doesn't even bear explanation.
No, that
Beautiful
literally
execution.
was perfect. He looked so comfortable.
You gotta love skateboarding when that happens, you know? A moment of magic.
You know, it was so nice looking too, because he popped exactly as high as he needed to get onto that and make it happen. 8.2, he drops that low, and he gets himself up a full another point. So 23.6 is going to be as good as Mickey can do it. Man, I love it. The crowd getting after it for Tori Pudwell. Whoa! That's going to do it for Tori. Always a crowd favorite. Okay, Sora Shirai bringing some wild tricks. His low score. Oh, he almost did it!
You might want to save something for the finals.
Easy, Sora. Take a deep breath. Whoa. Cab back tail, big spin attempt, and he landed on it. All right, Felipe Mota needs a 7.9 to get into third. Oh, the kickflip front blunt. Honestly, I think that first score probably threw him off. I mean, mentally, I think that was tough right there.
Yeah, I mean, he did one of the heaviest tricks you've ever seen in Street League, that big spin, the Hurricane, and you could see that it bothered him. He didn't get the score that he wanted, and it got in his head, but that's life. That's what happens. It's skateboarding. You carry on, you fight it up, and you put it down.
Absolutely. So, at the end of heat number 1, the bar is set, 24.6 with Sora Shirai. Mickey Papa, though, coming in hot. Man, he put it down today in a big way. Saw that great second run. We saw the varial heel flip 50-50, the
laser flip back
the
lip.
laser flip back lip, and the nollie heel front board. Well, we've got him down on the course right now with Alex White. Alex, what's going on?
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Mickey Papa. You just put on a phenomenal performance in that heat 1. Tell me about that laser flip back lip right there that you landed, and then the nollie heel front board. Just putting some space between you and the other competitors. What was that like?
Well, you know, I'm skating out there with all my boys, so I just saw them landing, and me and Berger kind of had a little thing going. He's like, I go, you back me up. And I was like, he just landed it. I got no choice, so here it is.
I love that, the camaraderie of skateboarding, fellow countrymen. That's awesome. Great show out there, Mickey. Thanks so much. Yeah, back to you guys.
Yeah, Mickey just ripped, and I love that too. You know, it's obviously a competition, but this whole gang skates together at different points in time. So
skateboarding is different like that. It's competitive, but at the same time, it's personal, right?
All right, before we get into our next heat, let's take a look at the Shoc time capsule from 2021. So much great skateboarding happened. This right here, Salt Lake City. Alex Midler was on fire at that stop.
Talk about fire, Nyjah Huston, cap flip, backside lip.
But it was all Gustavo Ribeiro in the end, taking home his first ever win at SLS. Felipe Gustavo, always so impressive, and Deshaun Jordan putting it on for his home state of AZ.
Nyjah Huston coming up with the first place.
That was his last win. Lucas Ribello, unfortunately not here due to injury today, but Lucas Ribello bringing some serious heat to the course. This was Jacksonville last year for the Super Crown World Championship. And Jagger Eaton,
another guy that's injured, not here today, right?
took home the win. Was our 2021 SLS World Champion. And here is a look at the schedule yet again. We've got Jacksonville this weekend. August 13th and 14th, it's Seattle, Washington. October 8th and 9th, it's going to be Las Vegas, Nevada. And then November 5th and 6th, we're heading all the way down to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Make sure you get your tickets. Come on out and see us. It is going to be an incredible year. Jeff, I want to see that 9 again.
Let's take a look at the 9 right here.
Sora Shirai. Back 180 into a switch front crook.
Setting a new standard on the rails, this guy. He's showing out of nowhere, coming out with tricks we've never seen before. Hard for the judges to even really figure out how to score tricks like that you've not seen before. And that's a testament to the guy's ability, man. Great new talent.
9.2, highest scored trick so far of the day for Sora Shirai. Well, that was quite a heat number 1. I'm very excited to see what happens in this next heat. We've got 5 heats today. We're taking our top 8 skaters on to the finals tomorrow. I love it. The crowd is excited. Being in the arena has a totally different feeling.
Look at this course, Andrew. I mean, it's obvious the guys, well, they've verbally said how much they like skating it, which is awesome. And it's not a small one. It's a big arena, big course. Plenty of different obstacles and different ways that you can skate it.
Good combinations. I like that there's kind of plenty of opportunities to do the 1-2 trick on your way across. It looks really good. Now let's meet heat number 2 skaters. 21 years old, we've got Gustavo Ribeiro. Gustavo took home the win in Salt Lake last year.
And from Vancouver, Canada, Ryan DeCenzo. Incredibly powerful skateboarder, absolutely explosive in every regard.
I'm excited to see how Kelvin does out here. Kelvin Hoffler, 29 years old, from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
And then we have a Florida homie, Jamie Foy, 26 years old, from Deerfield Beach in Florida. Getting a lot of love from the crowd.
And a new guy, 20 years old, from Encinitas, California, Braden Hoban. I am so stoked to see what he brings to the course.
Yeah, same. I'm excited to see just how he deals with the situation, you know, whether he just flows like he normally would.
All right, we're going to kick things off with Gustavo Ribeiro. Nollie front board to start it off, and a nice Smith, backside Smith.
Nice kickflip.
Oh! He started dipping down and he hung on.
Backside 180 nose grind to hang on. Kickflip front board. Big spin board fakie. Nice nose blunt slide. Quite a few good technical combos, a little bit of the flip tricks, but also some of the basics done well. Nice crooked grind nollie kickflip.
Oh, that was sick. That was a great way to end it. Man, that line was perfectly timed.
That's the way to do it. Got a lot of tricks in too. There's that standard kickflip. Into the back 70 nose grind, hanging in there, almost dips off.
Look at this, the buzzer beater. Crooked grind nollie flip. Just really well done.
What a great way to end your line though, with a really technical ledge trick.
feel like he's going to post up a good score on this one. 8.1. Yes. So that is our highest line score of the day so far. Up until this point, it was Sora with that 7.9.
Now we have Ryan DeCenzo. Nice nose grind into that frontside 360. It's one of the most fluid frontside 360s that you'll ever see. Has no problem getting the rotation 360 kickflip. Oh. Slips out of the back lip. Clean frontside kickflip. It's a nice switch tail. Looking good, Ryan, looking good. It's going to be 10 seconds, kickflip. Going to have to hustle to get anything in here, or that's going to be it.
I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, this will not count.
Oh! Dude, that was so wild.
Switch 180 to overcrook.
Oh, it was nuts because he dropped in slow, got like a little switch Mongo push in, and then just, that was nuts.
There was that nice frontside kickflip into the switch tail slide. Clean combos on the biggest part of the obstacle on the course into a technical kink rail. Good control of the speed.
Scores in 4.6. We've got a Cariuma fun fact. Kelvin likes road tripping. You get a 4-day drive from LA to Jacksonville on this one. We're going to have to catch up with him and find out what he did on the drive.
Probably just saw some of the beautiful things that this great country has to offer, like skate spots.
Yeah. All right, Kelvin's in. Oh, and he's starting it off right there. Look at that. Cab back lip into a switch front blunt. That is an awesome combo.
He has the gnarliest hustle, too. Like, he's just straight in and just powering forward to get the tricks in, switch back tail.
Ooh.
Half cab crooked grind. It's a frontside crooked grind. Half cab into crook.
And nollie crook.
And this will be right on it. This is going to be the last trick. If he, yes, this will win. Kickflip backside lip slide. Amazing.
Okay. All right, Kelvin. Putting together a really solid line. I personally am loving the change in the format. I love that one of the runs counts again because I feel like we're really seeing all these skaters putting a lot more energy and effort into the lines.
And it's just so much more awesome to watch, too, as well, when you see guys adapt into obstacles and skating them all different. Kickflip backside lip slide. Like that.
I also just love the consistency. I mean, as a skateboarder, I love seeing people link the tricks together. That's what, to me, is so exciting about it.
Well, this is a good course for it.
$7.9. All right, so tied with Sora Shirai. That was a good line. That was a good line.
Very, very solid.
Next in, Florida boy. I'm going to just call him a straight-up legend. Jamie Foy is just the people's champ. Whoa! Destruction right there. Starting it off with a gap to 50-50 on the kink rail.
Nice heel flip and then back tail. Fakey 5-0, fakey over crook, whatever you want to call it. Half cab nose slide. Backside nose blunt slide. Jamie looking very solid out there.
Oh, Oh, that would have been so sick at the end. Jamie Foy, though, attacking this course today.
I like the way he came out. I
Yeah.
like the way he came out right here, just straight in. Like, I'm just going to go fast, gap
Look at
over.
that. He didn't even ollie that high.
And there's that fakey over crook. Into
Into
a
a half cab nose.
I think that, I don't even know if he was anticipating that. That might have been I'm coming towards the rail at that angle, I'm going to throw it in.
He had a huge smile afterwards. 5.4.
Judges are playing
I was
hard.
going to say, that feels a little bit low right there.
Judges are playing hard.
They are.
Might have to go visit them in the break.
They're consistently playing hard, though, and that's okay. All right, Braden Hoban, really excited to see what he does here today.
Frontside blunt.
Oh, look
backside.
at that. Road less traveled, back 50-50, ollieing up from flat.
Dude, and it's not low. It's really not low to do that. And there's a huge drop off the end, front blunt shove it.
It's huge. I just love how casual he looks.
Kickflip front board fakie.
So sick. Oh.
Cool to see him skating the course completely different from everybody else right away.
Yeah.
And still getting gnarly tricks in there, great tricks in there.
There's just something special there.
Nice backside
Look at
50-50. Almost like a wall ride down the rail. It was so angular. And there's that just thrown in kickflip board slide fakie, probably out of anger from bailing the kickflip frontside lip.
He's a pretty mellow dude, though.
You know what I'm saying? His passion needed to be fulfilled.
All right, back to the top. We've got Gustavo Ribeiro. Nollie front board. Do a nice, comfortable backsmith.
Oh. Not quite getting into that 360 flip 50-50.
That's a pretty wild one to throw out there. Like 3 flip 50 is a difficult trick in general.
Especially with when you're lacking in speed or you know what I mean? You're missing a step. It's better to pass sometimes. Tricks like that.
Man, that was he got an 8.1 on the first one. He's totally okay. But man, that was tough how far his board went away from him. Oh my God!
Wow. Kickflip front board and then to follow that up with a 360 kickflip nose blunt through the kinker.
That was so wild, Jeff. I'm almost kind of sad he did that because a part of me wished he would have done that.
And there's that visible replay, the kickflip frontside board slide, which really is just a setup for this maniac of a move. 360 flip nose blunt slide through the kink, just about gets through the kink.
I was going to say he barely went down.
And he was not coming at that at a good angle. He really just threw that out there and knew exactly how to do it and nailed it.
5.7. He probably had like 8 full seconds of trying to get his board in there, though. All right, Ryan DeCenzo in next.
Needs to improve upon that last score. He needs to do a clean DeCenzo line right here. All of the bangers that we know he's got. Nice tray flip. Backside Smith. Coming around. Nice use of the course. Frontside kick flip. Into that switch tail. I like that. He did a full semicircle C shape into that frontside flip. Back tail, shaky, shaky. And this is going to be it. Let's see it, Ryan. Oh, my goodness.
So we have this little list of kind of fun facts over here. And one of them was Nyjah, Ryan DeCenzo, and Jagger Eaton had never missed a backsmith in competition. And in that first run, he missed a backsmith. His record, broken.
Well, he made it up for that beautiful frontside 360 and that frontside kickflip into that switch tail slide.
He's got such a great front three. It's almost like, I don't know, very few people do it like that. 5 even. All right, so it's an improvement. Up a bit. I mean, the thing is, at this point now, everyone is seeing, hey, the judges are being tough today.
Yeah, I mean, the judges are being tough, but everybody's being judged the same way.
That's
so
what I mean.
Fair.
If it's consistent, that's okay.
Next in, Kelvin. Cap backside lip slide.
Whoa!
Nice switch frontside blunt.
That was almost a switch front salad. I like seeing the switchback tail from him. That's cool.
Yeah, it's an easy one to bail, and he keeps throwing it in there, and it's a huge level of difficulty to do it like that, the way that he's doing it. Nice overcrook to the big drop.
Half cab up. Ooh, that was really good. Nollie backside overcrook. Oh.
Going for the classic nose slide to back tail combo. That would have been a nice combination, the front board fakie, then into that. Nice line for Kelvin. There's that cab on the small gap derail to back lip into the switch frontside blunt. That gets a little squeaky right here, but still kept it clean.
All right, it's 6.9. He's going to stick with that first run score of a 7.9. Next up, Jamie Foy. Coming in hot. That is so sketchy, Jeff.
It makes the loudest grind out of any grind in the arena.
Oh! Dude, that pop out was immaculate. Half cab crook.
And that's why he was smiling on the first one, because he really wanted to crook it and didn't quite get the angle he wanted.
Oh, breaks my heart.
This is going to be it for Jamie.
Oh, and he sticks. All right, welcoming to the booth, we've got Sean Malto, who's going to be chatting away with us.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good, man. We've seen some good skating so far.
Really good skating. The scoring has been difficult out there.
Yeah.
They're not giving you an inch.
No.
You have to beg for the inch.
Braden back in. What's that like in competition when that type of scoring happens?
Well, let me tell you, I'm coming from the athlete lounge right now, and some of the skaters are spooked out there. You know, game plans are changing. They're seeing what's scoring, and it's looking like you're going to have to average around an 8 right now to kind of get up into those top 8 spots. And yeah, it's been tough. They've been a little stingy on the judging table.
And it's so interesting to hear about everyone changing their plans. Look at that! Frontside 50 up the rail. He's still got some time. Oh, the switch 3-flip!
Well, he made everything.
Okay, that line was really exciting. We saw the back 50 that he did, kind of the road less traveled earlier. He upped it to a back Smith this time. Let's have another look.
That kickflip frontside 50-50. And that kickflip front board fakie.
I love that he takes it to fakie.
So cleanly done, and there's that final switch tray flip on the 5. How would you rate that one, Sean?
I love that line.
Give us a prediction.
Oh, man, I would say...
Yeah!
It's a full on 9. 9 club for Braden. Wow.
Real skater.
Got Jeff Rowley on his feet right there.
No,
So
I'm hearing the
excited.
crowd below me screaming, real skater, 9, yeah!
Go sick.
All right, but we got to talk about this. You know, you just said some of the skaters are kind of spooked in the athlete lounge. I mean, how hard is it to change your game plan? You come in with what you think you're going to do, and then you see the scores.
Yeah, you know, everybody has, you know, a plan A and a plan B, and they know the tricks they can do. Now it's just, you know, you got to take away some of those lower level tricks just because they're not scoring, you know. Mickey pop-up, laser flip, back lip, still didn't make the 9 club, and you're looking at that and you're going, okay, so now I need to do something a little harder to try to get more points, and they're really making people think about everything that they're doing, and they're making it hard on everybody, which in turn is producing a lot of amazing skating as well.
Which for us is awesome. What about mentally? I mean, you know, how much does that affect the skaters mentally? Does it add more to the nervousness, or does it just make it like a new game plan?
No, it definitely adds a lot more pressure. You know, there's some guys down there, they're definitely a little nervous because, you know, the harder the trick, the more risky it is. So, yeah, and you got to put together a great line first off, even to have a chance at it. So the pressure kind of starts immediately now.
Which is pretty wild. Well, let's take a look at the qualifier that happened just last month at the Primitive Park. See some of the amazing skating that went down. Look at that right there. This was the qualifiers.
This is all the new blood, all the new heat that we're bringing, right? And this is it right here.
And we only took 1 skater this time.
But you can see the level of tricks that are coming out, though. Incredible. Lots of new faces, new tricks. Intense to be there to watch all these new guys just at SLS trying to get in there, giving it their all. But they're coming in with tricks like that. That's how you do it.
Claudio McCoy with that nose blunt nollie flip. The ending of this contest was truly mind-blowing. Some of the hardest tricks I think I've ever seen down handrails just coming out.
Yeah, as a veteran too, watching these guys and knowing that they're coming into the league, gets a little spooky. That nollie inward heel back lift in a contest.
And there's Sora.
Sora put together some of the hardest tricks I've ever seen in the contest ever done, and this was just the qualifier.
This right here. Unreal. Well, that is what we saw it took to get into it. And now we are here at our first stop of the 2022 Championship Tour season. And man, 2 lines now under the belt. And Gustavo Ribeiro coming in for his first single trick attempt.
Going straight for the bigger flip, the front board.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably not going to see skaters just trying to put a score down the way that maybe we normally would. It's kind of a go for broke situation. Look at that,
Really
from
nice.
Senzo.
Really nice nollie heel flip nose slide down that rail, round rail. That's epic.
Yeah, locking in on a skinny round on nose slide definitely makes it a lot harder.
Easy to override the simplicity of that, but that's a very well executed nollie heel front side, nollie heel nose slide. Sorry.
DeCenzo has been so consistently good for so long. It's wild. 7.8 right there. All right. DeCenzo now in 4th place. The score to beat is a 24.6 from Sora Shirai. I'm excited to see where Kelvin takes it. First stop of the year is always exciting because you see what new tricks the skaters have been working on since the last stop.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy, you know, he's used to winning contests, and that was close. But yeah, I could see Kelvin stringing together a good few tricks here in the next 3 tries. Jamie Foy's working off that heel bruise right now. I feel for him out there.
Where's he going is my question. What's he actually going to hit up?
I know. Jamie's so much fun in this because he brings such a cool bag.
Wow, that was gnarly. Fakey ollie over the switch frontside feeble. It's almost like a reverse of everything. Rewind. Go forward. No, that's awkward trick. Another one of those tricks that Jamie has just got on the lockdown. What an incredible rail skater.
It's pretty amazing, too, the way he did that. Like, fakey ollie, and then it just looked like he was now switch.
Well, that's what the future looks like, isn't it? There's no forward or backwards or up or down or sideways. It's just flow.
The future is so confusing.
It's flow. It goes.
All right, Braden coming in for his first attempt, and he's got a 9.
Yeah. Well, he didn't pick a simple one, did he? Let me just impossible onto this round rail, flat one.
No, I think also too, go back to what we're saying. Those scores are hard to get, so you kind of have to keep the pedal down the whole time.
Gustavo Ribeiro coming in for attempt 2.
Bigger flip to front board fakie. So much rotation on that. See what the judges think of that move. There's a lot of flipping and rotating on that, right? But that's a trick they do see him doing, right? Like, so they have seen, they're not desensitized to it. They've seen it before from him.
8.8. The judges are still scoring it high.
That's actually a really good score for that. I thought it would be a little lower just because we do see a few people do that, but he did it really well.
Yeah.
Ryan DeCenzo in for attempt 2. Posted a 7.8 with that nollie heel nose slide.
Oh.
Going for the gnaw right there. Switch big spin heel flip lip. Over the grass gap, over the bar. That's a sketchy one.
That is really sketchy. A lot can go wrong.
Kelvin Hoffler, silver medalist at the Tokyo Olympics. Kelvin looking to post his first score.
There's that cab backside lip that we see him do.
Going for the strategy play.
That slow-mo cabbed over, back lip fakie.
It honestly almost looked like he was about to get into crook and then was just like, never mind.
He's got so many caballero combos, right? It's just a matter of a slight variation of the hips or something.
Just pop fakie and figure it out later.
I feel like he spins like Sora does, though, on some of the rails and that, right? Like that over-rotated stuff that only a few people have the control to be consistent with.
Jamie Foy. Coming in fast.
That's a 6-foot gap to backside over crook. And the rail is almost the same height as the kicker that you take off from. Now that might make it sound easy. That is sketchy. It's almost like going straight down to the rail as you go right across it.
Yeah, you really need to control your pop coming off the ramp, which is something you don't want to do when you're flying 6 feet out to a long handrail like that.
Just look at how much of that rail he was able to grind, too. Got a Jamie Foy fun fact. Last year, he spent a full 32 seconds locked into grinds.
That's amazing.
Yeah. 8.3, Jamie Foy.
I'm taking that.
Moving up.
I appreciate that. I'm taking that.
Right now in third place with a 21.7. He still has opportunity to build on that. Okay, so this is where the experience part of it all comes in.
Yeah, he has a 9. He doesn't have to get 2 of the gnarliest tricks on the board. But now he's kind of put himself in a very
He has to make the next 2.
Yeah, now it's a lot of pressure on the next 2 tries.
So what do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to go for that impossible 50 again or no?
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's his first year. I bet he lands the impossible 50 next try.
All right, Gustavo Ribeiro.
Yeah.
Wow. He made that look easy. Crooked grinder, almost completely head-high drop off the end. Going to see a replay of that. This is the visible replay. Crooked grind, flicks the nollie flip out.
Ooh.
Beautifully landed head-high
Almost
flip.
caught it a little primo. Was able to pull it back.
Yep, almost over-rotated the flick a little bit on that. Having said that, it was clean as a whistle.
He needs a 7.8 to get into first, and he does it with an 8.1. Gustavo Ribeiro looking good. Up in the top spot with a 25. DeCenzo right now in 7th place needs a 9 to get up into 4th.
Oh. That was hairy.
Well, that puts him in a tough spot as well. Puts a lot of pressure on.
Although Kelvin has 1 score on the board, 2 attempts, he's going to need to bring some heat. I mean, looking at who we have in these next 3 heats right now and where scores are at, it's a 9-1 to get into 3rd. Oh!
Yeah, just didn't quite get that one around. Cab over crook.
That's going to be some pressure for Kelvin on the next one. You can see the frustration. Jamie Foy in 4th place. Now this right here, so he needs a 10 to get into 3rd. That shows how important that line score is.
Wow.
Look at that.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
He's trying everything he can right now. It's just hard when you have to keep that 5.4.
Yep. Look at this.
Fake Yolly nose blunt slide. Switch or fake Yolly over to switch front blunt, however you want to call it. Depends on what's going on in his head.
Fake Yolly back nose blunt, maybe? Yeah. Something like that? Yeah.
.8. All right. So he's moving his way up. Look at that. Now, he's still in 4th place, but he's got a 22.5, and he will have another opportunity to grow that score. Okay, Braden right here. He needs a 2.9 to get up into 8th place.
Oh, here we go. Gap to rail.
Oh, wow.
He brought that up. Where was he going? Kickflip grab to 50-50?
I have no idea, but that is experience.
Absolute ripper, though, man.
Do you remember your first SLS?
I do, yeah.
What was it like?
I mean, it was everybody's first SLS, and we had zero clue what we were doing. You know, that is, throughout the years, you do learn strategy, and you do learn, you know, Braden had a 9. All he needed to do was to put another score on the board, and, you know, a couple 7.5s, and he would have been sitting pretty, but he went for the other 9, and it just didn't pay off.
Gustavo Ribeiro not making that last one, but staying in the top spot. We're moving our way down to Ryan DeCenzo.
Well, he started off good, Ryan, and then kind of tapered off a little bit where, you know.
All right, Kelvin, he's going to need a 9.1 to get himself into 3rd place. But there's no such thing as safety right now in this. Unable to do it. And it is very likely that Kelvin will not be moving on. All right, Jamie Foy. Got to drop that 8.3. That's going to do it for Jamie Foy. Currently in 4th place with a 22.5. I've got my fingers crossed. I want to see him make it into finals. He always brings such cool energy to it. Now, Braden's not out. He's just going to need to get like a 9 to have any shot of sliding his way in. And that is going to do it for Braden Hoban.
Great to see him out there, though, and like, look at that line.
You know what? This was the learning experience. I think once we get to Seattle, we're going to see something different when it comes to the single tricks, because he came out swinging on that line, and if he could do that again, he has the potential to be unstoppable. Gustavo Ribeiro, your current leader overall with a 25 even. All right, 25 is the score to beat from Gustavo Ribeiro. Sora Shirai in 2nd. And in 3rd place right now, Mickey Papa. The bubble score, Felipe Mota with an 11.8. That is not going to hold. That I have a funny feeling that if you're under 20, you are going to be out of there. But only time will tell. We've got 3 more amazing heats of skating left to go. All right, take it down to Alex White with a special guest.
Jamie Foy, home state, big crowd. How does the energy in this arena affect your skating?
It was super awesome. I mean, it's been like 2 years since we've been in an arena, so it's like so cool to get back to it and like have like the echo going and everything, because it's cool when you're outside. Hey, thanks, Vinny. Killed it. Thanks, man. It's fun when you're outside and it's like a good crowd and a good street, like a good vibe going. But when it's indoors, it just echoes and it just like keeps the hype going. It's amazing. And being in my home state of Florida, I'm so excited.
You got your mom here and some family and stuff?
Yeah, I got my mom. We drove up together. It's only 4 hours from where I grew up, and we always did the drive, so it was fun.
That was awesome. And, you know, if it had been the old format, man, you would have been in a great spot, but those runs really count. Can you tell us a little bit of how the change has changed your skating?
Yeah, so that was like my only downside right now, I would say. I was super excited with how I skate in the best trick, and that's kind of where I usually try to get my points. So it's definitely a little adjustment that I have to get used to. So it's like, instead of trying some harder tricks, I could have just maybe kept it a little simpler, get a little bit higher of a score. So it's cool, though. It's like a switch up, because like we're used to doing the same thing over and over. So it's cool to get something different going and like finding out the new flow.
Totally. Jamie, thanks so much. It was great seeing you out there. Back to the boys in the booth.
Jamie Foy, such an awesome competitor. I really hope he makes it in there to finals.
Yeah, we got a lot of gnarly skaters still coming as well, though, right? Like, we're still early days.
We're we're going to check in with P-Rod and his Ashoc brand.
The progression of skating is just evolving so quickly right now. And I think that the level it's getting at, guys are realizing, like, well, the stuff we're doing is requiring, like, a lot from us physically. Like, and I think collectively as skaters, we're starting to realize, like, we are athletes. We're kind of embracing ourselves finally as athletes, whereas before it was like, we always, like, fought against that. Nah, I'm a skater, I'm not an athlete, you know, but, like, it takes athleticism to do what we're doing. You have to take care of yourself. You have to treat yourself like an athlete, or you're not going to last very long. So that's what I love about being part of Ashoc, is like Ashoc's exactly the same in the energy category, where it's like they're evolving the energy category with all like natural ingredients and cleaner ingredients, so that you can actually have that energy boost that you want, but it's a sustainable energy boost. It's a healthy energy boost. Sometimes you would have beverages like they would taste good, but in order to get a good taste, you have to sacrifice good ingredients and have terrible ingredients to get that flavor. And now there's no sacrifice here with that. It's like you have really good, healthy ingredients, great flavor, and you get that boost you want. It's cool with being with Ashoc. Well, one, not just like, hey, I got a new sponsor, but like I'm a partner in the brand, you know, I have ownership in the brand. I came in backing it, I believe in it, I put myself invested with it, you know. Half the time you're dealing with an agency, not even actually with the people of the brand, but I'm here, you know, I'm here with Scott right here next to me, like I'm here talking to the founder, you know, the owner, so it's like I come in the office, we can work out in the back here, I can throw out ideas if I have ideas, you know, and just really be involved with how to market myself and how can I be more involved with the marketing of the brand in general. So it's really cool because I feel like there's that core kind of relationship, but it's like a big brand. So it's a really cool blend.
So that was a great feature about Ashoc Energy. Paul, and your involvement with the brand. Can you tell us why you thought it was so important to bring the Ashoc Energy Recovery Center to SLS?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, as we all know, skateboarding is pretty rough on the body. And there's a lot of downtime in between heats and practice where, like, you know, you just want to have a place to feel limber, stay loose, kind of get your thoughts together, get in your zone. So when I started working with Ashoc, we were coming up with ideas what we can do here at Street League. First thing I thought of was like, we need like an athlete chill zone where it's like, we love the fans and we love the crowd, but like when you're getting focused to get in your zone, it's like, it's hard to like lock in if people are coming up, asking for pictures or stuff like that, which we're very grateful for. But during these times, like when you got to get in your zone, you need to like a place where you're not going to be bothered or anything like that. So, and then plus we got Jess back here and Dr. Mario back there just treating us, stretching us if we get injured or anything. So I don't know, it's like what real athletes would do. So I figured why shouldn't we have a good place like this?
Yeah, and totally. Have you been utilizing the lounge coming up? You got that heat coming up in heat number 4 or so. Or you been back here chilling and locking into that zone like you said?
Yeah, I've been back here, I don't know, for a couple hours. Already got stretched out, just been loosening up, set up a new board. Got a little locker zone, just put your bags and everything back there. I don't know, it just feels like loose. We got food, catering. This is a whole new experience than what we've ever had at Street League. So I'm really excited and grateful for Ashoc for providing it.
Well, thanks, Ashoc, and thanks, Paul, for bringing this to the skaters. They all really appreciate it. It's a wonderful place.
My pleasure. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's meet our heat number 3 skaters. First up, we've got from Los Angeles, California, 24 years old, Alex Midler.
I'm from Tornos, France, Vincent Milou, 25 years old, Ripper.
The man, the myth, the legend, from California, 37 years old, Paul Rodriguez.
Man, look at this heat. Next we have Shane O'Neill from Australia. Arguably the most progressive technical skateboarder of all time.
And then all the way from Brazil, 31 years old, Luan Oliveira.
Crowd loves Luan.
We've got 3 SLS winners in this heat right here, back to back.
Some SLS legends in the building.
Yeah, there's some serious heat in here.
I'm excited. now that you just said that.
I know. I'm like, wow. Paul Rodriguez, Shane O'Neill, and Luan. Can you imagine being like Vincent Milou or Alex? It's like, okay, here we go. All right, Alex Midler on course.
Gap the nose, blunt slide, full speed. 180 into cab back lip.
Oh, that got a little sketchy. He had to make that one happen.
He's skating fast, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, always.
Nice crook and then into another over crook, backside over crook. Flip. A crooked grind. Putting together a good line right here, but you can finish it off with something a little heavy.
Oh.
Backside 360 lip slide. That ought to do it. Frontside board down the kink. Pretty flawless looking line though. Started off with a heavy trick, ended it with a heavy trick.
That's exactly what you want to do.
There's that 360 flip. That might be the only flip in the line. Nice crooked grind. And there's that final trick right on the buzzer, the backside 360 lip. Almost didn't quite have what he needed to get it done. But excellent first line there for Alex. That's got to feel good.
Has to feel good. It has to score pretty good, too. I feel like got a lot in there. 8.1, that's a good score.
That's awesome. What a way to start it up. I didn't even really see him practice.
No, but Alex is one of those guys. He will go for anything at all times.
Immediately out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Next up we have Vincent Milou. Nice gap to nose, switch nose grind. Switch back lip, starting off with 2 switch tricks. Nice backside Smith. Cab backside nose grind. He's doing some hard tricks. His back tail down the kink. Look at Luan's face in the background. He's like, dude, I gotta drop in any second. Oh, man. Excellent prior to that.
I was very, very close to being a great line.
That's so hard when you make all those difficult tricks like that half cab nose grind, get all the way through your whole line, and then right on the buzzer, that last trick. But still, excellent start for Vincent.
Score is in, 7.8 for Vincent Milou. All right, former SLS winner, last time 2016 in Munich, Germany, Paul Rodriguez.
I love that combo, switch back lip, switch front feeble.
Knowing Paul so well, how seriously does he take this?
Paul knew his line before he even showed up to the contest. Before he saw, right when the renderings came out, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And he just practiced in his park, and yeah, he's all putting it together right now.
So very seriously.
He's very serious about this, yeah.
Oh!
Very rare you see Paul like sketchy like that.
Yeah.
It's still cool to watch.
Needed to practice his drop-ins, I guess.
It is so awesome to see Paul Rodriguez out there still competing at this level after so many years.
There's that switch frontside feeble. And that sketchy clean, not sure. Switch frontside kickflip.
It's hard for Paul to make any trick look bad.
Exactly. I was enjoying it the whole time. switch backside tail, just getting away from him. It's hard on the back tails when they're short, the hovers or the ledges.
Look at that, a 7.0.
Ain't so bad.
Not bad at all. All right, two-time winner, Shane O'Neill. Oh, okay.
Just starting it out with a nollie heel back lip.
Is that crooked grind nollie kick flip?
Wow.
Now this new format, Shane is a really technically consistent skater. What do you guys think about that? Like this, is this going to play into him?
I think so. Shane's always been a really strong line skater. So I feel like he could put up a good line score, which in turn makes it a lot easier to go into the trick section.
Agreed. Absolutely. Oh, hanging on to the switch ring. Yes! That was so sick.
That was awesome. There's that very first trick to come out, nollie heel back lip. Takes it to fakie. Got a lot of tricks in there. There's that crooked grind, the nollie flip out. And then smooth big spin board into that switch big spin. Nice combo, good rhythm to that.
Yeah, that flowed really nicely.
Yeah. And there's that switch 360 flip. Looked good for a second, and then
that is a contest make right there.
8.7. Really nice score right there for Shane. And now the guy who does all the flip tricks in his line, Luan Oliveira.
360 flip into a backside flip, just stomping the backside kick flip down. Oh, wow.
He didn't, his wheels went perfect 360 right there.
Switch frontside 360. Pretty sure he could have gone 540 if he felt like. Kick flip nose slide. Looking really good out there, looking strong too, Luan. There it is. Switch frontside flip.
That was like such classic Luan.
Yeah, you called it. That word classic or classy, that's what that run was. It was awesome. This frontside kick flip. Locked into. Look at this. He rotated so fast the slow-mo could not keep up with it. That's how controlled that was. And there's that final switch frontside kick flip over the bigger section, over the grass gap and the rail.
Oh, 8.4. Judges rewarding him.
Yeah, he's one of the only guys, I think, that can put together an entire run around this place without touching one of the rails.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do.
And get that score, right?
And get an 8.4.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Midler, fresh off an 8.1, back in for number 2.
I like the way he's hitting that and then carving and keeping that speed. Nice back tail. Trade flip into the kick flick back lip.
I appreciate that Midler always hustles. Back 270 lip, stomping out that tail.
At least he has a few runs to get that board changed out.
It always kind of blows me away that to not have one just ready to go.
There's that back three, and we see stomping right there. Crowd loves to see that. Especially still rolling away. It's always cool when a guy breaks his board and everything's safe and they're still cruising.
Yep. Score in 7.4. He will stick with that first run score of an 8.1. Next up, Vincent Milou.
Switch nose blind into a switch backside lip.
That is a very cool combo.
Nice 360 flip, and then a backsmith. Vincent putting together some nice combos.
I love the frontside heel flip.
A lot can go wrong on a front heel.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Putting it down. That was a great run from Vincent.
Yeah, definitely improving that 7.8.
It had everything. You got switch tricks.
I was
you got
right over the
flip
back.
ins.
Nice switch backside lip. And then there's that trick. Tell me about this one. It looks basic, but you could name on one hand how many people do that trick well.
Yeah, I mean, we barely see that trick ever in contests, just because when you go frontside with the heel flip, it can get stuck on your shoe, and a lot can go wrong, get wrapped around your ankle. And yeah, definitely got rewarded for that with the 8.6.
Vincent putting himself into a really good position before we head into the single tricks. All right, Paul Rodriguez. Got a 7.8 on that first one. He had some bobbles.
Switch back lip into the switch frontside feeble.
It's looking a lot more solid this run.
Oh!
Coming in switch is the big section. Nice switch backside 50-50. Oh, man.
Switchback 50 down the rail is so sick.
Nice switch frontside kickflip. Cleans it up from the last line. Switch tail.
Oof. Him and the switch backside flip are just money.
Beautiful.
That's the start of his line with the switch back lip into the switch frontside feeble. Looking very color coordinated.
He looks so sick.
And that is a sketchy 360 kickflip that he gets away with, and he'll take that.
All right, scores in 5-5. He will stick with that first score of a 7 even. Now this guy, he put together a great first run. 8.7.
Kind of a free run for Shane anyways. 8.7 is such a solid start.
That's a lot of tricks.
This, I feel like, is where Shane just goes, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's good. I do like that about Shane, though. He knows when to call it and just say, you know what, it's going to be fine. We'll see how it goes on the next one.
If you look at Midler's last run after he fell, and he still went for it and ended up breaking his board, and it kind of might hurt him in the long run, you know?
And he didn't even outdo his other score.
No.
such a perfectionist, isn't he, in his own mind? Of like, yeah, his standard is so high for himself.
And he knows it so well. Like, sitting there talking with him through the contest, he just knows what scores people are getting, what he needs. It's unbelievable. All right, Luan Oliveira, 8.4 on that first run.
Beautiful 360 flip and backside kick flip. That's frontside kick flip. Switch frontside 360.
Oh, he has so much control over a skateboard.
Kick flip nose slide. Following the same line as the first line.
Oh, switching it up.
Oh! And finish it out with that fakie kick flip. That's probably going to be it for Luan. Looking pretty good with that first score of 8.4. So
yeah, 8.4 for a run score is awesome. Just looking at sort of what's happening on the leaderboard right now, Gustavo Ribeiro, his run score was an 8.1, and he's up in the lead. Other run scores of note, I mean, in second place, Sora Shirai had a 7.9. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Visible Mobile, single line, unlimited wireless, powered by Verizon. By Smirnoff Ice Smash, no filter, full flavor, please drink responsibly. By G-Shock, the official watch of the SLS World Tour. And by True Skate, true control, true skill, true skate. Here's a look at this beautiful course in Jacksonville, Florida at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena for our first stop of the 2022 Championship Tour. So far, we've seen some incredible skateboarding, but I want to know what the vibe is like down there. Alex, how are things feeling?
What's up, Jacksonville? How y'all doing?
Hey guys, well with the line section counting towards your final score, what I'm seeing out here is that the judges are really rewarding that consistency regardless of your style of skateboarding. So if you look at like Shane O'Neill versus Vincent Malou, very different skateboarders, but both are being rewarded for their technicality, and they're showing with those high scores that the judges are giving them right now. So yeah, skaters have adjusted accordingly to this new format and they're getting rewarded. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're definitely giving some rewards for the technical skating out there. Really loved seeing them, you know, reward Luan for all the flip tricks, not touching the rails. So that was pretty interesting. I'm excited to see what happens as we move forward because we've got some single trick attempts coming up. Luan gearing up right there. It's great to see him back in competition.
Yeah.
You have any predictions, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing Luan out here, too. Such a staple for Street League over a number of years, so it's good to see him off to a nice start. I think Midler is definitely going to go for broke here. You know, he thrives in the single trick section. He has a lot of tricks in his bag, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what route he goes. And I'm really curious to see P-Rod and the tricks that he's going to pull out because he has a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything special that you're thinking from Midler or Paul? Do you have a trick in mind that you're like, oh, I think he's going to...
Well, it's hard. I've talked to Paul a lot about his strategy, so I kind of know his lineup of tricks. I'm looking for a switch flip front board down the big rail from Paul. I kind of want to see Midler fly out to that gap to rail some more. Maybe try to back three lip the gap to rail. Maybe try to flip his board at it. That would just, that'd be pretty exciting.
And that feels like such a Midler thing. Like, he just, zero regard for his body, just wants to go so hard. All right, we're back at it. Alex Midler is going to kick it off for us in the single tricks. Switching out his board. Trying the back 270 nose blunt.
It's a little steeper of a rail, so it definitely kind of shoots you into the ground. You got to lock in pretty perfect to be able to roll away from it.
Vincent Milou coming in for his first attempt.
Oh.
Whoa!
Vincent's flipping his board at it. That is crazy to do that. If you flip your board, if your board flips wrong at any point, you have a lot of handrail you have to deal with to get yourself out of that.
You can get so smoked on that right there, huh?
So smoked. He actually told me earlier that he was going to try it, and I didn't really believe him, so. Very impressive.
8.6.
I don't know.
I was going to say, how are we feeling about that score?
It seems a little low to me. Kick flipping out to board slide on that. But.
The only thing I'm going to say, though, is I think 8.6, there's potential to see higher scored tricks on there. And so I'm curious if the judges were like, if we go 9 on that, then we're going to end up close to the 9-9s with some of the stuff that could happen. Paul Rodriguez.
Classic P-Rod switchback sniff. Locked in perfect. I think that's something just to get his trick section going.
That's got to feel so good. He's got a full strategy when it comes to this, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, 7 even. I mean, as far as strategy is concerned, getting a 7 is really solid, especially if he's planning on, continuing to grow that score. Shane O'Neill for his first attempt.
Oh.
Yes!
Which side of the rail did he come from? Was that over the back? Was that switch flip back lip or switch flip front board?
I'm thinking that switch flip back lip. It looked like he kind of curved in on the heel side of that.
Plus, I think in his brain, he's like, they're the same exact trick, so why not do the lip? Look at that. Wow.
And I think that's another veteran move. It's an 8.3. I know Shane could probably do it on the big rail, but the gap to rail is a little safer, a little easier to land off of, and he already has an 8.7, so why not get an 8.3 just to put it on top?
With 2 scores, he's already up in 7th place. All right, Luan Oliveira in. Oh! Unable to make the fakie flip. A little bit of wheel bite.
Yeah, couldn't quite keep the board with him as you're coming back, right? New concrete might be a little dry on the fakie ollie.
Yeah, it gets a little grippy at the start of the event sometimes. You really got to push the board with you.
All right, Alex Midler, attempt number 2. Oh, no, he got the wheel bite. He has to make the next 2 if he has any shot at moving on. Vincent Milou started it off with that nice kickflip backboard on the gap to rail, which is enormous.
Oh, that was sweet.
The way he gets into that is so wild because he's almost like
on a quarter pipe.
Yeah,
just smashes it down and then kind of bounces out. Pretty cool though, the way that he locked in. He locks in kind of like almost kind of dipped a little.
Yeah, he really makes sure that back truck clears over.
Yeah, it's like you're coming out of a board slide or something, right? He did it really well.
and to fakie to show that extra bit of control. Super well done from Vincent Milou. 7.5. Vincent Milou in second place with a 24.7. Sora Shirai now down in third place. Paul Rodriguez outside the bubble with only 2 scores. He needs a .7 to get up into 8th place. Oh.
That would have been, that's the money right there.
That's classic P-Rod.
That is, yeah, right, P-Rod.
Yup, I just see that right there. Fisheye, just beautifully done.
Hollywood High?
Yep.
I filmed that. I
You
did film that. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I did actually film that.
All right, Shane O'Neill. I just want him to get another high score on the board so bad.
Shane has 2 tries. If he continues with the nollie back heel, I think it's very high percentage he lands that in 2 tries.
Luan Oliveira.
Oh,
no! Do we think he's going to try it again?
it's always difficult like that when you're too deep on a trick that you feel good on, right?
He's,
like that's what it...
Like, technically, he's 3 deep because he tried it at the end of that second line.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. All right, Alex Midler has to post a score right here. And he does it.
Back 3, nose 1.
Remember when that was a video part ender and now it's happening in the contest?
Yeah. Such good controlled rotation on that too, though. He's got such a clean backside 360.
Remember Nyjah did one of those in the early years of Street League. Got a 9.9. And the progression of Street League has dropped it down to an 8.7.
That's wild. All right, so Vincent needs, honestly, 7.9 to get himself up into first place. He just needs to drop that 7.5. That's not crazy.
Trying to one-up it with the kickflip tail slide. That's hairy to do because right where he's locking in is right above that bar. That's the... I don't know if that's what caught the corner of his eye or made him bail then, but it looked like he was right over the top of that.
Next up, Paul Rodriguez needs a 2.9 to get up into 8th place.
Might need Rally to film this one.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yes! That was so good. What a legend.
That was beautiful. Switch frontside heel flip. Let's see that. Look at this catch. Beautifully done. If you want to learn how to do it, focus on this. Watch that foot placement completely because Paul Rodriguez has that trick dialed.
That was so good.
No one can do it better than P-Rod.
No, he really does have
the best switch front heels in the world.
8.3. Look at that. Paul Rodriguez up in 6th place. 22.3 is his score. Shane O'Neill.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it, Sean.
Look at that. 2 good friends going back to back down the gap.
That's awesome.
He was so light on his feet as well when he did that. Look at that. Beautiful control. Lands with that front foot, which turns into the back foot in good position. Impeccable. Sometimes there's not much to say about tricks because they're that just perfectly executed. That's the standard. Watch it.
8.5 right there for Shane O'Neill, who is currently in the top spot with a 25.5. All right, Luan Oliveira. Oh! tried to change it up and it backfired.
That's so difficult after such a good line section too, and having those tricks in generally just on lockdown.
All right, Alex Midler. He's currently in 9th place, needs a 2.9 for 8th, but only an 8.8. I know I said only, but an 8.8 for 1st. He can do this. But he does not. Today is not his day, and Alex Midler will not be moving on to the finals. Vincent Malou in 3rd place behind Gustavo Ribeiro and Shane O'Neill. Needs an 8.4 to get up into 1st. Ooh, the kickflip front tail getting away. That's going to do it for Vincent, but right now he's in a relatively decent spot. All right, Paul Rodriguez in 7th place, needs a 9.8 for 2nd. He's trying to drop that 7. Can he do it? Oh, that's going to do it for Paul Rodriguez, but an impressive showing. How many years of a hiatus did he take? I mean, he backed away from competitive skateboarding.
3-4 years, maybe?
I think it might have been right after that year where he won in Germany.
Yeah, he won in Germany, and then he was out for a little while.
All right, Shane O'Neill. That's all right. Shane currently in the top spot with a 25.5.
Shane is so mental about the contest. I bet he bailed it like that on purpose so no one knew what he was trying.
I love that. All right, Luan Oliveira. Let's just see him make it. There it was. Even just the way he rode down the stairs right there shows how good he is.
That's that fake he kicked. But look at that takeoff. Full snap up. Has to keep it with him. Clean. A little firecracker.
Oh, and an 8 even. So, with heat number 3 in the books, we will await the final standings of where we're at. But we've got 2 more heats ahead. Right now, Nyjah Huston in heat number 4, licking his chops. He has been watching, he's seeing what the judges are scoring, and he knows the course. I'm very excited to see what he brings. We've also got Yuto Horigome in heat number 5. All right, current standings right now. Shane O'Neill in the top spot, 25.5. Gustavo Ribeiro in 2nd, and Vincent Malou in 3rd. Matt Berger currently in 8th place with a 19.6. But we will see if that holds. Fingers crossed Paul Rodriguez can stay in there, but man, it is going to be a fierce competition. Let's check in with our current leader, Shane O'Neill, down there on the course. What's going on, Alex?
Hey, like Andrew said, I'm down here with our number 1 current leader, Shane O'Neill. Shane, how did you change up your performance heading into this new format?
I like the new format. It's cool because you really have to try a hard line, because if you get a lower score, it's almost impossible because you have to take the line. So yeah, I just tried a little bit of a harder line and luckily made the first one, and I didn't have to do as hard tricks in the trick section as I would have if I didn't. So.
Yeah, it was great, and you're coming off of an ankle surgery too, and you're looking in fabulous form. Can you tell us a little bit about the ankle surgery?
Yeah, I had a bone stuck in my ligament, bone spur, for about a year, so I've been, having this injury but still skating. I had a little bit of off time 3 months ago to get it done, and I got it done, and now I feel really good.
Yeah, you look amazing out there.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks so much, and thanks for joining us for this little interview. Excited to see you most likely in finals tomorrow in that #1 spot.
You never know. There's 2 more heats, and they're all crazy skaters, so you never know. But I'm super happy anyway. Like you said, like I'm kind of just getting back into it more. So.
Well, super great skateboarding, Shane. Back to you boys in the booth. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, dude.
I wish that's kind of how I just got back into it.
That's a very, yeah.
So that was his warm-up line. That was the warm-up line, right?
There, Nyjah Huston, who's going to be in our next heat. Before we get into it, let's check out this profile piece.
I'm hyped, you know, another year, SLS. I'm hyped we're still here. And I think we got a lot to look forward to this year, going back to the arena style. With it being inside an arena like that, it just makes it a lot better and a lot more exciting for the fans too. You know, it makes it feel just more like serious and more fun. And I feel like it just brings out everyone's energy a lot more. I get so excited for those classic street league type of contests because those are the ones that I remember skating back when I was a kid. I saw some clips from the qualifier, and man, these little guys are good. Those tricks that Sora was doing was insane. I mean, I've seen him do some of them. I've seen the cab exhale big spin, which is an insane trick, and I don't know how we can land it that consistently. It's crazy. But the cab to sugarcane, like that's just some next level stuff. But man, you know, that's what it's all about, the progression of skateboarding right there. And like every year, like these young guns are only gonna get better and better, and they're just gonna be doing the craziest tricks that we never would have even thought were possible. And that's what skateboarding is, and I mean, I back it. I'm always stoked to go out there and compete with Yuto. He's another one of those guys just really pushing the progression out there, so of course I want to be out there skating with the best guys like that. Most contests I've won before haven't been easy, you know. There's always really gnarly stuff going on out there, and the competition's always so close. And it's definitely not getting any easier because these guys are good.
Nyjah Huston is so amazing to watch. Look at that, 13 career SLS event titles. The most of all time. Last year we saw him at Havasu take home the win, but it is a fresh season and I'm excited to see what happens here.
I mean, he is the greatest the greatest contest skater of all time. I think that 13 wins is going to hold for a very, very long time. And it's not even over. You know, I feel like he's going to add a lot to his mantle soon.
Here's what we're looking at stream-wise tomorrow. 11:30 a.m. we've got the women's final, and then 2 p.m. Eastern time we've got the men's final. Make sure you tune in. Oh man, this is going to be good. We've got Nyjah Huston.
We've got Chris Joslin too coming up. I don't know if this course will be able to contain him a little bit because there isn't areas where you can go fast here, so it's going to be cool to see what Joslin does.
We've got such an amazing course. Again, this is the basics brought to you by Tech Deck. It's the line section. We've got 2 45-second line attempts. Then we've got our single trick section. It's 4 single trick attempts. Then we're going to be taking our top line score and our top 2 single trick scores to add up as your overall score. So it's all about 3 scores. From there, we take the top 8 skaters and they're going to advance to the finals. Let's meet our Heat 4 skaters. Carlos Ribeiro, 30 years old, all the way from Brazil.
Next we have Felipe Gustavo, 31 years old, from Brazil. Also skating really good at the moment.
There you have it, the man himself, 27 years old, Nyjah Huston.
And then we have Manny Santiago, 36 years old, brings a lot of life and color to SLS. along with a different bag of tricks.
And then 26 years old, Chris Jocelyn. I'm excited to see how he skates this course today. Fans are showing up here in Jacksonville. That was one of the craziest crowds at the Super Crown back in November.
Yeah, it really was.
I'm excited to see how packed this place is tomorrow.
And not just a lot of people, just the energy. Like, you could tell there was a lot of people that were, you know, just enjoying watching and seeing the culture of skateboarding and being around it.
Yeah,
Cool
skating in that event definitely felt like one of the craziest Super Crowns I've been to. The fans also were really close to the course, so you could hear them and feel them as well.
That is so cool. All right, we're starting it off right here. Carlos Ribeiro, run number 1. Jeez.
Just waking her back up. Nice switch backside lip slide. Ollie up to 3, the nollie cab, switch back lip.
Bringing it back out to switch, too, is definitely a lot harder than going all the way around.
Switch crooked grind into nose grind. Looking pretty good. Not getting quite as many tricks in, not hustling as fast as some of the other guys, but getting some good tricks in there.
But it was a good first run. I think, you know, Shane just talked about it. The run is so important. So to be able to get a good run score, even if it's just your sort of safety run, is huge.
It gives you the chance to carry on, really, right? You have to put one down.
Yeah, you have to get at least a 7 going into the trick section to have a chance.
6.9.
Right on that bubble.
And I'm going to call that his safety run.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know he's capable of more. Next skater in, Felipe Gustavo. This guy has one of the best frontside flips in the world.
Frontside kick flip. Side nose blunt. Switch back tail.
Ooh, nice. Switch frontside flip.
I love when people mirror lines like that. Frontside flip to the switch frontside flip.
Smaller flip.
5 seconds left. Very nice. Oh, and the switch backside flip was after time.
Well, that'll take some of the pressure off him for sure going into the next line. Nice nollie crook. He did every single trick really cleanly too. Frontside kick flip, kept his speed everywhere. That counts for something, I hope, with the judges.
It definitely does.
Switch backside tail into that switch frontside flip.
.4. That's a good score.
Very solid run.
To put him in contention as we move forward. I am so excited to see this. Look at this. 6-time SLS world champion. 6 times.
That is unreal.
It's so wild. Ollie front board.
Whoa. Might be the first kickflip backflip he's missed in like 6 years.
Look at the stats. You could be right. Get the stat book out.
He will not miss that one, though.
No.
I don't think he's ever missed a backside Smith in a contest ever.
Not in SLS. Or a 360 flip. So that was number 67.
5 seconds for Nyjah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nice floating cap, back lip.
Little switch heel there at the end. One thing that I really appreciate about Nyjah is even if he has a fall, it's like it didn't happen for him. He keeps going. He never gives up.
Yeah, and I think for this format, too, you definitely want to get some points on the board regardless of anything.
That was a rad combo. Backsmith into the big spin front board through the kink.
There's that effortless cab to back lip. And the quickly thrown out switch heel flip. Still a very strong freaking start right there.
7.8. I mean, you said it, Sean. 7's about that score. 7.8 will work.
Next up, Manny Santiago. Sporting a different colored hair than he has last time I saw him and every other time that I've seen him. Frontside shove at 50.
That is so crazy to lock onto that fat round bar like that.
Look at that. Heel flip front 5. Manny is freaking it up out there. He's got wild tricks.
Frontside flip.
That's one of his go-to tricks, too.
Yeah, it was weird to see him not make that.
Yeah.
But Manny looking good. I mean, he had some cool tricks in there.
Yeah, the heel flip frontside 5-0. Yeah, it is right there. You don't see that one very often. I like the follow-up too, the just clean 5-0 through the kinker.
Yeah, that was 5-0 through. That's very deceiving. 5-0 on a square bar through a kink. 5.5. He's going to need to step it up on that next one. All right, Chris Jocelyn. This guy skates fast. He goes huge. That's a good example of both.
Yeah, huge gap to backside lip slide. Nollie front board. Nollie crook into the big spin front board. Looking great out there. A lot of people taking the 3 flips. Nice front blunt.
3 flips like the new kick turn almost.
Time for one more. Oh! So close on the backside big spin down the gap. So minus the big spin, a good run for Jocelyn. I love that he started it out with that huge gap to backside lip slide.
That's that nollie crooked grind into the very smooth big spin board fakie. Just needs to make that last trick in his next line.
6.8.
Still pretty solid.
He's got some work to do on the next one. All right, Carlos Ribeiro, 6.9 on that first run.
Nice switch backside tail slide. Into switch backside lip slide.
I'm excited to see where he steps it up.
I like that he uses every part of his board too. Lots of nollies, lots of switch, lots of regular. He flips it, hits the rails, hits the hubbers, uses the course. He's got a great style. Nice switch kick flip.
5 seconds. All right, switch crook 180.
Oh. Not quite the speed for that.
Looked like maybe he added that switch flip in there. What do you think? How's that stack up to the 6.9?
You know, if it is an improvement, I don't think it's going to be much more. It was just still just a little slow around the course. But he's having a good time out there.
All right, 6.6. He'll stick with that first run score.
He's coming off a video part, the last part in the new primitive video, so.
Which was incredible.
Good. Yeah.
Incredible. All right, Felipe Gustavo in for run number 2.
Starts it off with that nollie crook, frontside kickflip.
I love it. Love the way he does that.
Yeah, he just snaps his board right up, right? Like a lot of people throw their kickflips out, or every trick he does just comes straight up to his feet. So a very, very good tight flick. Well, lost that flow. Looks like
he's going to be okay.
Around.
8.4 on that first run. He's going to be okay. What do you think? Does that mess with their confidence at all, Sean? Or
missing a run like that?
Yeah.
No, especially since you have the 8.4. He really, it was like, that was just a free run for him. He was probably already thinking about the best trick section. So I think he's just fine confidence-wise.
That makes sense. All right, Nyjah, 7.8. We saw him take a little fall out there, but he's in. There we go, kickflip back lip.
Nice nollie heel flip, nollie crooked grind. Backside Smith, over and down into the bank.
That is a really cool combo.
Nice tray flip, backside 180 nose grind.
8 seconds.
And there it is, that cat backside lip slide. Yep. Yeah.
Hanging on. That was great.
All right, this is the beauty of Nyjah Huston right here. On his first run, remember he missed the kickflip back lip.
But then he threw it out.
And then he threw down and he kickflip back lip the bump to bar as his next trick, just to make sure that he could do it on his next run on the rail.
I love that too. I was thinking, I was like, oh, is he going to kickflip back lip again? No way. There's no way he would do that.
The only reason he did that in his first run, so he knew he had it on his second run.
That's wild. Giving himself the confidence boost that he needed. All right, and an 8.6. That is a good run score. It's exactly what Nyjah needed. Next up, Manny Santiago. Locked in so well.
That nice heel flip 5-0 again. The 5-0 through the king.
Look at me just running.
Well, the nice thing about that is he caught the board, right? So if he can really catch it up, he didn't lose too much time on that bail.
Oh, dang, trying to step it up right there. All right, Manny.
Well, he knew, huh? Like, you make that bail, middle of the line, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I think we need to get Manny, have his hair color coordinated with the course.
Yeah.
For next year or next time or next event.
Manny gets a first look at the color palette.
That'd be incredible.
Scores in 4-1. He's going to stick with the first 5.5.
Joslin looks like he's out for blood right there.
He does. He looks very serious. 6.8 on that first run. I'm excited because I feel like he's going to utilize that when we get into the single tricks.
And he skates a little different to some of the other guys too, right, in the way that he uses the course and that, which is always nice to see. It's a breath of fresh air. Nollie crooked grind. Big spin front board. And 360 flip, frontside blunt.
10 seconds.
He's covering a lot of ground on these runs.
And what is his lap number 3 around
Yeah.
here? There we go. Stomping it. Chris Joslin with a nice second line.
Well, that ought to do him pretty good though. Does that first gap out to backside lip slide. A good 9-foot rail. There's that 360 flip. That's the setup. And then there's that final big spin, which we've seen him do everywhere. Off mountains, he can do it.
It's just so wild. It's so risky. It's really easy to come up short on that trick and wheel bite. He gets it around most of the time.
Scores in 7.9. Solid improvement.
Solid improvement. I still personally think that might be a little underscored.
Yeah.
I felt like that was definitely deserved to be an 8-point run.
That right there does it for the line section. For heat number 4. Can't get enough. I love this course. Make sure you pull out your phone, download TrueSkate on the App Store or Google Play. It's free today, and the SLS Jacksonville course is coming soon. So get it out and get after it, gang. My apologies, it is not free today, but go to the App Store and download it in the App Store or at Google Play. Oof, this looks like it's going to be exciting, judging by what we're seeing out there right now. Any predictions, Sean?
Well, Nyjah's waxing that gap to rail. I mean, not much of a prediction with Nyjah probably putting down 2 solid scores, but I'm really curious about the route Chris Joslin's going to go. I don't know if he's going to do bump to big gap. I don't know if he's going to stick around the little closeout rail big section. But all these guys, yeah, they all have a shot to make it in that top 8.
And Joslin has opportunity to go huge.
Congratulations.
This is our championship tour. We're currently in Jacksonville, Florida. Next up, we've got Seattle, Washington. Stop 2, that's August 13th and 14th. Then October 8th and 9th, Las Vegas, Nevada. After that, we're going to have our top 4 skaters going right to the Super Crown. And then the rest of the skaters are going to meet us down there in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, November 5th and 6th to try to qualify in for those other 4 spots. This next bit is going to be so exciting. Just seeing the single tricks that we've seen thus far today, Sora Shirai bringing a whole new bag of tricks to the course. We've got Nyjah. It's been a while. I'm excited to see what he's got up his sleeve. Carlos, super technical. And then Chris Jocelyn, lots of opportunity to go huge. All right, kicking it off with Carlos.
Is that switch flip front 5-0?
Hard to see from where I didn't quite get the angle and switch flip 5-0.
We're going to see the replay.
Oh, yeah, switch flip 5-0. Coming front side at it.
That didn't look switch at all. That looked totally normal.
Going switch flip front side is so tough, and to lock in on the back truck on that hubba.
Look at that sigh of relief right there. All right, 7.9.
That's definitely the highest score on that obstacle we've seen.
Okay, Felipe Gustavo setting up Nolly.
Oh, Nolly kickflip, no slide, but maybe trying to go to crook. What do you think, Sean? What do you?
I couldn't tell if the wheel locked in. He was definitely trying crook. Couldn't tell if it's. Oh, that was crook.
Yeah,
that was Nolly flip crook. Very tweaked crook.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, locked in. That truck's locked in. That's actually a really nicely crooked.
It was so smooth that we thought maybe it was no slide from the angle we saw it.
Yeah, he pinched that nicely.
8.3. Look at this. Felipe, line score of an 8.4. And then trick number 1, 8.3. That's setting him up really nicely to make his way up the leaderboard. All right, Nyjah Huston. I'm excited to see what happens here. Oh!
Nyjah Huston right there, just bringing some Nyjah Huston to the table. Just ripping.
Yeah, you give Nyjah a gap to rail, and it's hard to beat him.
There's that slow-mo 6-foot kickflip, the frontside board slide down the 9-foot rail.
What's wild is you can see it, like everyone gets on it, basically that first rung. That's a lot of slide.
It's a lot of slide, especially when you're putting your back towards the rail like that.
So much confidence. 8.6. Oh man, Nyjah Huston, 8.6 and 8.6. That's going to get him fired up. Next skater in, Manny Santiago. He's got some serious work to do right here if he has any chance to get up into that top 8.
Well, that's the kind of tricks he needs to make to get those high scores, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Manny, he doesn't quit. Manny's for the people, so he's going to put on a good show regardless of where he's at in the standings.
Next skater in, Chris Jocelyn. Any predictions?
Fast, far. Only backside heel flip.
Oh! That looked like it was a lock.
You definitely saw that Shane O'Neill score, huh?
Yeah. He was like, oh, nollie back heel? Coming in nice? All right, I'll jump on that.
Puts a little bit of a lot of pressure on him, though, right, with those last couple of attempts to get up there.
Carlos in for attempt number 2. Right now down in 13th. Needs a 4.9 to get into 8th. Ooh. It was like a trampoline when he landed on it. Kind of bounced off.
I think he might have broke the board. Possibly. Or cracked it.
Felipe Gustavo right now set up really nicely. He needs a 3.0 to get up into 8th, 8.9 to get up into 1st.
Beautiful switch kick.
Sorry,
there.
Carlos. The judges are actually scoring that gap pretty high overall.
It's a pretty big gap.
Nice switch flip.
The thing about that gap too is it's taller than it is long. So like in order to roll away, you kind of need to go a little faster than what the gap is actually giving you. So it can be a little awkward.
I like that right there. He's explaining, hey, we talked about it. It's all good. He knew we were both going to switch flip. 7.4. So Felipe Gustavo now up in 5th place. Okay, Nyjah Huston, 2 8.6s. Coming in at... Oh! Whoa! That was wild.
Single trick into demo time. That was gnarly. Switch frontside heel flip, lip slide right there. Or switch frontside heel to board slide, depending on how you want to explain the trick. To me, that's a switch frontside heel into lip slide, switch lip.
Yeah, that's definitely
Now
into lip.
Yeah, but times are changing, Andrew. Think about it.
That was awesome. See what that score is like. 8.8. Man, 9s today are coveted.
Very hard to get.
All right, Manny Santiago.
Was trying to do the varial heel to 50-50, I think, there. I think some of the angles right there are messing with him a little bit, and like how for that trick, or you can see the way he's carving in. A lot of times he struggles to get the line that he's looking for. Next up, Jocelyn from Hawaiian Gardens, California. Nollie backside
there we
heel
go.
flip.
So Shane, I think he got an 8.3 for that one.
Look how nicely caught and dipped down this is.
Yeah, they both did it exactly how you're supposed to.
All right, 8.5, good score. Jocelyn moving up into 13th.
Yeah, this heat it's very apparent that they've watched some of the scores come in, huh?
Oh, yeah. They're like, hey, I know I'm going to get docked a little bit, but even getting docked a little totally works.
Oh, that's going for the switch flip. Crooked grind.
Yeah, how fat that rail is, you really have to lock in right on top for your wheel to kind of hold in there, else it's going to slip out.
That is just such a difficult trick. Look at that, Nyjah Huston in the top spot with a 26 even. Felipe Gustavo.
Wow, man. Wow. Switch kickflip backside nose grind.
He is so good at that trick.
And he just snaps it right down in as well, too. Like, really good lockdown. No touch as well, full balanced nose grind. See? I like that he does that a lot as well. It's cool.
All right, 8.3. So he's dropping the 7.4. That moves Felipe Gustavo up into 3rd place. Next up, Nyjah Huston, your current leader now in the top with the 26. That did not take long for him.
Well, the format change that we have, I don't think he's probably one of the only guys who really, it makes no difference because he was always putting down pretty good lines as well, right? Strategy is probably just watching what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. All right, Manny Santiago, he's got to put this down. Unable to do it. Tough day out there for Manny Santiago. But you know what? The crowd loves him. We all love Manny. Chris Joslin in 13th place needs a 6.2 to get up into 8th and a 9.7 to get into 1st. He's got 2 scores on the board, and he's coming in hot.
Looked like right as he landed, he didn't want to, but his head was forced to rotate, which locked him down in a wheel bite or just threw him right in. He was close to making that one, though.
Very close. All right, these are our last attempts. Back at the top, Carlos Ribeiro needs a 7.8 to get up into 8th place. But that's a tough spot to be in. Oh, unable to do it. That's going to do it for Carlos Ribeiro today. And just taking a look at the leaderboard on the screen, you can see Paul Rodriguez out of the bubble and Jamie Foy now in 8th place with a 22.5. Felipe Gustavo needs a 9.4 to get himself up into 1st place. Ooh. That is okay. If he can stay in 5th place, he will be locked for the final. Nyjah Huston in the top spot.
Not quite getting the pop on that nollie heel.
Hey, right now, he's just moving on.
He didn't do it, and it didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter at all. All right, this one's just for everyone out there at home. From Manny Santiago to you. Oh. Giving it his all. All right, Chris Joslin, he has to make this. Needs a 6.2 to get up into 8th. Can he do it? No! Unable to put it down. Chris Joslin cannot move forward. But the good news, Felipe Gustavo is going to stay in 3rd place, and that means that he is locked in for the finals. Wow.
That was a heavy heat.
Yeah, we have seen some good skateboarding. Nyjah Huston, your current leader, taking time for the fans. All right, your current standings, Jamie Foy on the bubble with a 22.5. Mickey Papa in there, Sora Shirai, Vincent Malou, Gustavo Ribeiro, Felipe Gustavo in 3rd place, Shane O'Neill in 2nd, and Nyjah in 1st. Those top 3 are going to be locked because we only have 5 more skaters left. Before we get into that next heat, let's head down to Alex White with Felipe Gustavo.
Hey guys, I'm down here with Felipe Gustavo. You just qualified in that 3rd spot, just one more heat to go. Can you tell us what happened on the way to the arena today? What was going on?
I feel blessed today. I kind of pulled my knee in on a warm-up today. I skated for 10 minutes and I felt something burning on my knee, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then literally I went down there to PT, did a couple warm-ups, and then I told myself, if I land my first run, I'll get a chance, you know, because it makes no sense if you don't land the first run, you can't qualify. So, like, if I miss the first one or second, I'm not even going to try to skate because it didn't make sense to me jumping down the stair with my hurt knee, you know. So, like, glad I made it. I'm pretty stoked now. I feel blessed.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you nailed that first run and then came back with the tricks. Was that just all, like, confidence and hype carrying you through that?
For sure. You know, when you hurt, you're like, there's no missing. It's like, I didn't try any of those tricks today because I was afraid to jump. So everything was, like, meant to be kind of, you know. So pretty blessed.
Well, awesome. Some magic there and a lot of skill. Thank you so much, Felipe. Yeah, we'll be watching that last heat. Back to the boys in the booth. Yeah.
That's... That is pretty wild to hear that he didn't try any of that stuff before getting into it.
Yeah, those are some technical tricks to not even see how the ledge slides or, you know, like what your approach is or getting the right speed.
Skateboarding's, you know, it's so hard on your body. It's sometimes you have to wait to the very last second, but those technical tricks that he managed to pull off were incredible.
Now the road to the Super Crown presented by Smirnoff Smash. This is how it's going to break down. We have 3 stops before the Super Crown. Jacksonville, Florida happening right now, Seattle, Washington, and then Las Vegas, Nevada. After that, we're going to take the top 4 skaters with cumulative points. They are going to move on straight to the finals in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The rest of the skaters are going to fly down, and they are going to have an opportunity to qualify in for those other 4 spots. That's the road to the Super Crown presented by Smirnoff Ice Smash. Let's take a look at our 2 9s that we've seen so far today. Very difficult to get yourself a 9. This is Sora Shirai with that backside 180 switch front crook down the rail. What would you call that, Sean?
You know, we call them Christmas grinds sometimes where, you know, it looks like he's about to do a back tail but adds a little extra present at the end. So
Christmas grind?
Christmas grind. So backside 180 switch front crook. I've never seen anyone do that besides him.
And then Braden got the 9 on the line too, which is extra impressive. Talk us through this line, Jeff.
Well, I mean, he's never been at SLS before, so to come out with a line like that, not just a single trick where you get lucky, standing on your board for 45 seconds and doing gnarly tricks, to get a 9 club like that the first time you've ever been at SLS, that just shows you the level, right? What do you think? Who's most likely to get a 9 in this next heat?
Well, we've got Deshaun, Yuto, Mark Suchu, Ishad Ware, Zion Wright. What do you guys think?
I mean, if I were to put my money on it, I would say Yuto has the best chance of getting a 9 in the line. And this is a gold medalist Olympian right here.
I think Mark Suchu also has potential to get himself into a 9. Just, he's got such wild tricks, such an interesting bag. I don't know. Deshaun.
270 nose blunt, Deshaun's, those kind of tricks.
But here's the thing. Ishad, this is a great course for him. A lot of really good options. And then you've got Zion. Zion is another one like Jocelyn who can go super huge. We got some flossing out there in the crowd with a shark hat on. Awesome. All right, well, let's meet our skaters for heat number 5, our 5th and final heat of the day. First skater, 25 years old from Chandler, Arizona, Deshaun Jordan.
And next up, we have Yuto Horigome from Japan, 23 years old. Everybody's interested. All the crowd wants to see Yuto to skate today.
Absolutely. It's been a while since we've seen him at SLS. Then we've got Mark Suciu, 30 years old, from California.
And then Ishad Wur from Philadelphia, Bordentown, New Jersey, 30 years old. One guy I can't wait to see in the line section right here. He won't stop.
And last but certainly not least, coming from Jupiter, Florida, 23 years old, Zion Wright.
Just when I thought the last heat was heavy, now we have another one. All right, first guy in the line section here, Deshaun Jordan from Phoenix, Arizona, Desert Southwest.
Solid trifle up the bump to bump. To nose one side. Deshaun is definitely one of my favorite of the newer guys in the league.
Yeah, it's got such a good attitude too, right?
Great attitude, great style, great trick selection.
Yeah, you're right. Very unique style too, right? He stands out. I like that about him. Do you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
that. Wow.
Look at that laser flip. Again, we were talking about those lines. He mirrored it. Tray flipped the other bump to bump, laser flipped that one.
Oh, and that's after time, so that probably will not count.
Even without that trick on the big section, I think that's going to be a really solid score.
Yeah, there's that nice 360 kickflip. Keeps a solid speed into the nose blunt slide. Great first line there for Deshaun. And there's that whipped and ripped around 270 lip.
It's that late whip in there.
I like that, whipped and ripped.
And there's that laser flip, which to throw a laser flip in the middle of your run of the line section is really, really gutsy. I think this one's going to score really good. The judges are going to like this.
All right, 7.3, that's going to work. And it's only his first line, so he can build on it. Next skater in, Yuto Horigome. I'm so excited to see him back here in SLS.
Nice nollie from board into the 360 flip.
Oh, I cannot believe he recovered from that.
I think that handrail is magical, and the unusual things continuously happen on that particular rail. Switch backside lip slide. So nonchalant the way he skates too. Just chilling. Nollie backside nose blunt.
Oh!
Going for that nollie 360. I think the board slide perhaps, but maybe rail was a little low for that trick with the speed that he had.
Olympic gold medalist right there. Watching this, look at this.
But no toe drag. Kind of clean, just his whole body was all over the place.
As far as the contest goes, that was perfect.
Yes. That's a nice combo too, the nollie 180 switch crook.
That rail's actually kind of deceiving because it starts before the stairs, so it looks like you'll slide more than you will. Slide just a little bit of that down before you get to the flat.
Yeah, you land kind of right at the kink, and you kind of got to push through it.
Next skater in, Mark Suciu.
current skater of the year.
I am such a fan of the way Mark operates. He can literally skate anything on the course. And what's really cool is he wants to do well out here. Like, he comes to these and is stoked and takes it seriously.
It's very precise.
Backside Smith, 15 seconds.
Whoa, it almost looked like he could have kept going. I was like, did this just turn into an Osiris video? What happened?
He's having a good time. Right there. There's that nice dip nose blunt slide. It's a setup for that backside Smith 180 that just got away from him. Wheel bite all day.
Sometimes dipping a back Smith too. You never know how your kingpin of your truck is going to react to that metal surface.
That's why you need those indie mids. No problems there. That nice kingpin. Woo.
Yeah, or the stage 7 indies.
Or thunders, you know.
Here we go. The Shadware. Always so excited to see him in the line section.
2 kick flips to start it up, regular, and then a kick flip board. Nice nose grind. Talking about a guy who can skate everything and do every single thing on the planet. I'm waiting for a shot to start vert skating. Put some knee pads, helmet.
He can do it all.
He can do it all.
I love how effortless that nollie heel flip looked. Just beautiful, right to his feet.
Nollie front board to regular board. Just cruising on that first one, shot.
Shot will look to that second run.
It's that very first trick of his line, kickflip into the kickflip board. Nollie frontside board slide. Whoop.
.3.7. He'll look to the next one. Next in, Zion Wright. Coming out of Florida. Oh, that was an enormous way to start it, and so risky. You've been saying that fatter rail is sketchy to lock in on, and a backside 50-50 on that thing.
Yeah, especially gapping that far out, coming that high down on top of a 50-50. It's definitely a risky move to start your line.
And 509 Smith. Nice cowbell aerial.
That's time for Zion. He'll look to that second run as well.
There's that cowbell aerial. Nice Smith grind to drop.
That looked so easy for him. All right, 3. The reaction right there says it all. Back to the top of the order, Deshaun Jordan. 7-3 on that first line.
There's 360 flip nose and then into nose blunt slide.
Make sure the headphones are in tight.
Ooh.
Nice. Frontside 270 to lip and then into the backside Smith. Oh! The craziest laser flip. Might have even hung up on the other side and still rolled over the top of it.
It almost looked like that.
Cab back lip, that will count. That will count.
That was great. And just the way that he hustled, like when he popped out onto the deck, oh man.
Oh, we get to see it. There's the laser flip. And it did hang up.
That is wild.
I don't know how that made it over the edge.
And there's the little cable aerial back lip into dance moves, into the nightclub.
I still can't believe that he was able to get away from that laser flip.
Defied all gravity.
Yeah. 9! Well deserved for Deshaun Jordan.
Deshaun is the best. I love that guy.
Talk about a guy who really had to earn his place in here. He worked so hard to get himself into SLS, and it is so awesome to see him thriving. Next in, Yuto Horigome, 7.4 on that first run.
Nollie frontside board into the 360 flip. Yuto needs to put a little, could do with getting a little bit more on the score, right? For the line section. Where is he at? 7.4?
Yeah, that would help out on the best trick for sure.
You know what, though? I think that first run, honestly, was a little bit of nerves. It's been a while since he's been in SLS. And, you know, look at him now. He looks really comfortable.
Well, imagine starting the day watching all those new guys, like do all those crazy new tricks. You didn't see that coming, maybe?
Absolutely. It's also got to be difficult. I mean, he was, you know, the first skater out of Japan to come out really swinging, and now there's a whole crew coming. It's going to do it for line number 2. So we await score for Yuto Horigome. 7.6. So he's going to outdo that first run by just a little bit, but every little bit counts. All right, Mark Suchu in for line number 2, coming in quick. Nice back nose blunt.
Frontside nose blunt.
He is hustling out there.
That was rad. Frontside 360 over the little bump to bar. Whoa! What just happened with his feet? It looked like he flicked it and then like said, no, it's not going to work. Oh, maybe it will.
Yeah, like the board sank on him and he just kind of met it at the ground.
We got to see a replay of that varial heel flip. What just happened?
It's the catch. Oh, over-rotated.
Oh, and he met it.
Just pinned it to the ground.
That's
like,
it. It's
like
exactly
a
what he did.
Yeah.
6.5, hey, it is an improvement, and it's going to work.
I'll take it.
Next up is Shad Ware.
Taking the same route with a kickflip into a kickflip board slide. Nice nose grind, nollie crooked grind.
Shad, to me, is just such a classic skater. He has such a good trick selection, always.
So smooth, so casual.
Yeah, he's one of those very few people you just don't know what he's going to do as he approaches the obstacle, because he's just got that big of a bag of tricks. 360 flip.
Yeah!
There you go.
I love that. That was great.
Definitely got away with one here.
Yeah.
There's that nollie front board into the 270 lip, and then followed it up with a clean 360 flip to fakie. Smooth as ice right there.
Definitely going to be dropping that 3.7. How much further up the leaderboard does it get him, though? 7.9, that's going to do it. I do love this change in format. I feel like it allows to be like, ooh, are they still in contention? Is there potential? All right, Zion. There we go. No! Still got 30 seconds.
It's 5-0. Frontside nose grind. Going to be 10 seconds. Caballero. Invented by pro skateboarder Steve Caballero.
So I don't think that's going to do a whole lot more for him in the line section. He's going to have some work to do when we get into the singles.
There's that frontside 5-0. Nice nose grind on the drop-off rail.
.8. He's going to stick with that first line score. And that is our line section for heat number 5. With only 4 attempts left from each skater, the action still going to heat up ahead. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Ashoc, a modern performance energy drink created for today's active generation. By Smirnoff Ice Smash, no filter, full flavor, please drink responsibly. By Cariuma, ethics meet performance. And by Tech Deck, start small, go big. With the line sections all done, let's check out the 2 highest scoring lines in the Skater XL highest line. All right, we've got Braden Hoban.
This is the Skater XL highest line score 9. Braden Hoban showing us what he's got as his very first SLS. Putting together a mixed bag of tricks, skating the course actually like nobody else today. You know, nice frontside blunt slide, shove it.
Yeah, skating the bump to bar from flat and going up the rail in the line.
his first ever time out here. He doesn't seem bothered by the crowd, none of that business, just seems focused on enjoying his skateboarding. It's always great to see. And to get a 9 like that, feeling like that, with tricks like that, pretty epic.
Going up a handrail at the end of your line after you're tired is definitely very, very gnarly.
Yeah, good mixed bag of tricks too, switch, regular, and then Deshawn. Not much needs to be said about this, just every trick powerful. Laid down all of the tricks we know he's got, hustling them out. Even looked a little sketchy there for a second, cleaned it up.
I actually really liked how he got every bit of speed out of this line too. He's hustling and pumping down all the ramps.
There's that 270 lip, nice backside Smith grind. I think he's going to be somebody to watch in the finals, big time. And there's that mystery trick that is just leaving us wondering how he did that. And then the cab backside lip to end it out.
Perfection.
That's why that's a 9, man. Exceptional skateboarding.
Then a little Deshawn personality.
All right, so this is our current standings right now. Nyjah Huston in the top spot, Shane O'Neill in second, and Felipe Gustavo in third. Those three are locked into the finals. Now, the rest of the skaters all in a tough position, especially Jamie Foy in 8th place with a 22.5. That is tough. So, we'll see how things shake up. We have 4 more single trick attempts from each skater, and then we'll find out who our finalists will be tomorrow. There's Gustavo Ribeiro. All the skaters sitting there watching. Tori Pudwell taking a little nap.
Jocelyn wondering why he didn't make that backside 360 first go.
Over-rotated one, under-rotated the other.
And then made one for the crowd,
Made one for the crowd.
I'm so excited to see where everyone goes for this. Deshawn, look at that.
Some breathing techniques.
Yeah, breathing exercises, trying to calm it down. All right, he is in.
Oh, going straight into the 270 nose blunt.
This is where I think, I don't know if he really needs to go all out like that on the first one. I don't know. I'd like to see him put down something just to get that second score on the board.
Yuto Horigome coming in nollie. Oh! Yuto's just going all in. But he's also got a 7.6. I mean, he needs to go all in.
That's what I'm saying. Deshawn has a 9, but Yuto definitely had to step it up just like he did right there on that nollie 270 board side.
Look at how well done that was. .8 scores in. Yuto Horigome moving up the board, 14th right now. Mark Suchu. Oh, okay. Did he get it in? We're going to need a replay on that.
Yeah, we were wrong on that nollie flip crook.
Yeah, we were.
Let's see if it locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Locked in on the other side.
That is, in skateboarding world, known as the Suchu grind.
So he needs an average of an 8th to get into 8th, or sorry, an average of an 8 to get into 8th place. I confused my 8s right there.
A lot of 8s going on.
But he's got a 6.5, so 8.6 for him. Good score. Next in, Ashoc Ware. ollie flip lip?
That's what it looked like.
All right, so Zion's going to honestly need to go huge. Like, he needs an average of a 9.8 to get into 8th place. Ooh.
Goes for the cab front board.
Cab front board's a good trick. Not 9.8 worthy, though. All right, Deshaun. Look at this. Average of a 6.8 to get into 8th place. Oh! No!
That puts the heat.
The pressure right now. So I'm curious, where do you think he's going to go with this, Sean?
He needs to qualify, right?
He needs to qualify.
He's got to qualify. He can do all the crazy stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, just look at that 8th spot. Don't even focus on the leaders. Just try to get in the top 8.
All right, Yuto Horigome. Yuto down in 14th. Oh, man. Do you think the pressure right now is getting to everyone just seeing what they've seen so far today?
Yeah, I think there's like, the going in the last heat is definitely an advantage to see the scores, but when the scores get so high, it definitely adds a little bit of pressure.
All right, Mark Suchu, attempt number 2.
Oh, nice.
The way that he does that is so good.
And to drop out of that head high, you know, frontside 180 out of that backside Smith.
And that grass patch at the bottom is definitely a lot more parallel to the rail than it looks. He had to kind of pop back out towards the planter to get away from it.
As a backsmither, how hard is that trick?
It's definitely very hard to do, and you have to get the right lock-in, and the fact that he gets the right lock-in every time is so impressive.
So he needs a 7.5 to get himself up into 8th. Do you think that's going to be enough? 7.6 it is. That means Jamie Foy is out. Right now, Mark Suchu in 8th place. Woo.
You're still not feeling great in that 8th spot.
No. Next up, Shad Ware. Shad down in 22nd place. He just needs 2 7.4s to get up into 8th. Oh, the heartbreak.
I think for Ashoc, though, he knows that there's a good chance Yuto and Deshaun are going to break into that top 8. So I think that 7.4 is a little, you know, you definitely need probably a little bit more.
The hard part with that, though, is he's got to kind of play his own game here. You can't think about everyone else necessarily.
True.
There we go, cab front board attempt. But we'll see.
But,
we'll see.
You know, Deshaun lands one trick, and that 7.4 goes up a little bit higher.
All right, Deshaun Jordan down in 20th. He needs a 6 he needs 2 6.9.
Actually, Deshaun needs 2 tricks.
Yeah, he needs 2 full tricks right here. Looks like he's setting up for the 3 flip 50. And he does it. Oh, he needed that. The hard part is he needed that, but he's still not safe.
Oh.
Look at the land on that big round rail. Look at the precision on the 50-50 landing. Absolutely supreme.
Even got to the heel side of his truck so he can roll away clean. Leaving Zion hanging a little longer than he wanted, huh?
8.8. And a 9 is tough to get today. So right now, Mickey Papa super close. He's in 7th. Mark Suciu in 8th. Yuto Horigome still on the outside. Needs a 6.4 for 8th. That's going to do it.
Nollie cab to switch back lip. Done with complete conviction too. There it is, over the rail. Look at the awkwardness of twisting your hips like that and controlling your head placement and your hip placement.
Coming back out switch.
Just so comfortable. Again, also not safe, 8.4. So him and Deshaun right now have to make these next ones. Yuto, though, up in 5th. I like seeing Suciu get hyped up right there. Coming in with some speed.
Long rail for a nose blunt, right? Without like real adequate speed.
All right, so that pushed Mark Suciu down into 9th. Mickey Papa safe for now. But Mark's going to have one more attempt. Nishadware has 2. Needs an average of 7.9. Yes!
Lip slide.
Oh!
Shout out to Rick McCrank, Medic Madi.
I almost said I filmed that, but I didn't. But I was there.
Look at that.
Flip, incredible.
That was so well done.
It's such an awkward trick.
Again, Ashad just has great taste. He made that look so good. Man, we got a lot of skaters trying to get up in that top 8 right now.
It's tight right here now.
8.4, Ashad moves up into 17th. He is not out of this yet. All right, Zion down in 24th.
Nice cab board. There's that slow-mo. Cab front board fakie. Hanging in
Stoked
there.
to see him make it.
It's a cool looking trick.
Yeah, anytime you spin away from the rail, definitely looks amazing.
All right, Deshaun Jordan. He needs a 5.9 to get up into 8th. Oh, he played it so smart.
I like exactly what he needed.
Love to see that. Is this going to be goodbye to Mickey Papa?
Tactics right there. Clever tactics.
All right, 8-3 to first, 5-9. Mickey knows. And a 7 puts Deshaun now up into 5th. Deshaun and Yuto. Look at that. Sora Shirai is now down in 8th place.
P1!
Wow. I love seeing that relief right there.
And he's stoked, right? Genuinely happy.
All right, Yuto in 6th. 9-7 for first.
Wow. Gnarly. Switch 360 flip.
That was shocking. Didn't see that coming at all.
No, and he went so close to the rail as he went to do the trick that he had to flick it kind of parallel to it.
Look at that.
Well,
easy looking.
We never seen him try, practice, attempt any of that at all in practice. That just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, turns out he was working on some things taking that year off.
9.5. Look at that. Yuto Horigome now in second place. Oh my goodness. Can we please see that one more time?
Beautifully done.
That is so hard.
And sometimes it's just the way that you do it as well as the level of the trick, right? And the way that he did that was
I thought he was just going to switch 3-flip the gap. That was amazing. Oh, all right, Yuto making his way up. Okay. He needs to get a 9.6 if he wants to get himself up into 8th place right now. Look at that. He's in 10th. But that's where that line score makes such a difference. 6.5 in the line. Stoked to see him put it down.
What will that do for us here? The gap out 6 foot, the nose blunt slide?
What do you think, Sean?
It's definitely very solid, but he is not cracking into that top 8.
All right, 7.2. It's not going to be enough for Mark Suciu to make his way into the top 8. Sora Shirai still safe. Look at this, 8.4. That's what a shot needs. Can he do it? Oh, the hand down. I love how casual that nollie back heel was, though.
You think that counted?
I mean, I think he's going to get a score, but I don't think he's going to get
the 8.5 that Jocelyn got.
Yeah. I mean, it was a smart play, but I don't know. 6.3.
So close.
So close. All right, Sora on the bubble.
Sora's smile got a little bigger.
Yeah. This one is for the crowd. That means Sora is locked. And that is going to do it for the prelims here today. Sora Shirai just making it in there. How incredible is that? He qualified in this year and then makes his way to the first finals. So Sora Shirai making it in 24.6. Vincent Malou, Deshaun Jordan, Gustavo Ribeiro, Felipe Gustavo. And our top 3 right now, Shane O'Neill, Yuto Horigome. And in the top spot, Nyjah Huston. Let's head down to Alex White, who's with Deshaun Jordan.
Deshaun, that was such an exciting heat. Can you tell us what does it take to make the finals at SLS? Because you know.
Man, it takes landing tricks, first of all, and it is very difficult runs. Man, I'm just really happy because I normally struggle with runs, and it meant so much to like get a run on the board, you know what I mean, like a solid and good run score. But man, you're competing like these are the best skateboarders in the world, like hands down, in the park, outside the park. So it's like to just be able to like make it in that group the next day, you know what I mean, and skate with all these dudes again. Like, I'm still tripping because I feel like it's been a minute since I like cracked into a finals, you know what I mean? So like, it just feels good. Like it really takes like being on, and
the majority of these dudes are always on, so I'm just happy to, put it together.
Dude, you put in the work. You did amazing skating out there. What's your plans for tomorrow? How are you going to get ready for the finals?
Try to work on the run a little bit, try to, restructure it. Obviously, everybody's up in tomorrow, so that, and then I'm happy. I still got some tricks, for the trick selection that I didn't, put down, so I'm looking forward to, trying those tomorrow as well, and just feed and just going for broke. Once you make it past that first part, I feel like, and I was even talking about it with Shane earlier, qualifying is the hardest part. Once you get to finals, it's just go for it and have fun. So I'm stoked to just be able to take that energy the next day.
Well, you heard it from Deshaun. Qualifying is the hardest part. Now just go for it and have fun. See you tomorrow at finals day. Back to you guys.
I love that attitude. I love that energy. There's a look, the Ashoc Reach Your Peak moment. Sora Shirai right there with the Christmas grind.
Backside Christmas grind. It's a back tail, but a little extra present to switch front grip.
I like that. Can we just call it the Christmas grind moving forward?
Absolutely.
Look at that. So incredible. I think that's the first time we've seen that at SLS.
Yeah, and he's the only one from the first heat to qualify, so.
Amazing. This is how it's going to go down tomorrow. This is all East Coast time. 11:30 a.m. We've got the women's final, and then 2 o'clock p.m. it's the men's final. Join us tomorrow. The skating is going to be incredible. That is going to do it for us today here in the prelims. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. From myself, Jeff Rowley, Alex White, and our special guest, Sean Malto. It has been an incredible day of skateboarding. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the finals because it is not over yet. We'll see you then.